Danganronpa. I think I was a little early on the Danganronpa, but we'll see how it comes out in the video. Well, we're gonna let this OP play, but we're down to 5 somehow, and I guess Monokuma makes 6. Hello, Hajime. Still wondering what that target means. I doubt it just means reserve course, and then of course Chiaki. Oh man. Last chapter was out of this world. There it is, Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. Abstraction games, and
Danganronpa.
We're here with 2 of the remaining 5 people. Holy shit. Let's load up this game real quick. Oh my god, we're here. We're at the final chapter of Danganronpa 2. I don't even know if there's going to be another class trial. And I don't know. There's so much that still needs to be answered, but at the end of chapter 5, the illusion, the world fell apart, the simulation fell apart. We reached 0, the simulation broke, and now it's chapter 6, aka it's time for all the answers. It's time for this game to explain much of what happened both in Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair, but also in Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc, hopefully. I don't know where this is gonna go. I don't know who the someone is that Monokuma's trying to show all this despair to. I don't know who Monokuma is in this game. Monokuma, the second, so to speak. And I don't know where this is going. The obvious thing that I've been calling since very early on was that the game has been implying this whole time that this has all been a simulation. And then we even got that line of Nagito talking about, you know, being sus about Hajime because he always wanted to be a protagonist and all that. But where do we go from here is the question. Because now we're going to get into the reality. We're going to get into what's really going on in this universe. And how does this add up with everything that we've learned so far? How does Danganronpa piece this all together? And what is going to be our end game? Is it... I would imagine we're going to learn who's controlling this Monokuma and probably have some type of final battle with them akin to what we did with Junko. But how does the survivors of the killing school life come into play? Is it possible that the someone is one of them? Are we ever going to get any answers for the fact that Makoto and Nagito not only have the very similar voices, obviously, but look very similar? Like, there's so many questions. And not to mention just Nagito, like, there's so many questions I have, and I hope we get answers to at least most of these questions. Now, obviously, like I said, after we finish this game, I'm not going to cover this series for a long time. But we are going to be back, and we are going to be doing a lot of stuff. The next time we get to Danganronpa, I'm going to be reading some of the extra material that doesn't exist in game form. I'm going to be playing the spin-off game. I'm going to be watching the Danganronpa 3 anime. I'm going to be doing a bunch of stuff. The next round of Danganronpa, when we do eventually get back to this series, will be basically all the non-V3 stuff that I'm going to do, and I don't even fully know how much of the side material I'm going to read, but I'm going to do a lot of fun stuff there, and it'll be a lot of different stuff that will probably give me a lot of context on this universe, but I hope that this game also does that. And it's time to find out, because we beat the last class trial, we lost Nagito and Chiaki, not only the two most heavy plot-driven characters, essentially kind of in a sense the Byakuya and Kyokos of the game, even though you can make an argument for Fuyuhiko as Byakuya. I think there's a comparison to both Nagito and Fuyuhiko there. But we lost both of them in the same case. And now we're left really I mean, the most plot-driven character left, besides Hajime, of course, is like Fuyuhiko. Like, none of the characters left, Akane, Sonya, Kazuichi, Fuyuhiko, like, yeah, they've had their narrative things, but we lost our two biggest plot drivers in Chiaki and Nagito in the last case. But now it's all time for the endgame. It's true, you know, the endgame begun with Nagito and Chiaki. But now the endgame concludes with whatever our reality is, and the true soul-crushing despair of something as simple as reality. And in that sense, Danganronpa 2, well, it seems like it's taken a very different method to do so, mimics Danganronpa 1. And now, the difference is the veil was not revealed in Danganronpa 1 until the end, whereas we still have a full chapter left. I have no idea how I'm going to segment this video. If there really is no trial, I don't know how many parts this will be. There's even a small chance this is the final part. I doubt it, but you never know. It might be 2 parts. It might be 3. It might be 4. I have no idea how I'm going to separate this. And at the time being, we have no idea if there's going to be a 6-class trial. I'm of the opinion there will be another class trial because climactically, how else could you end a Danganronpa game? Especially one like this. But who actually knows? So it said stage clear, things were glitching. I'm so scared. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's not waste any more time. Let's find out what Chapter 6 has in store for us. Oh my god, I'm so nervous. Are we just gonna straight up wake up? Is Hajime gonna wake up and it's gonna be like pods or some bullshit and then they're learn a simulation? What is this going to be? Are we gonna get our memories back? What in the world is this going to be? Right away, what the hell? Chapter 0, heading to the school trip. Huh. It would be wrong to say it was swaying from side to side. I'm assuming this is Hajime, but it could be anyone. It was actually shaking rather intensely. The room I was in, it was shaking from side to side. Okay, so they're on a... This is a really annoying sound effect, but it probably won't be as loud for you guys. It probably still might be a bit loud, but... So they're on a ship. So all their memories were taken, basically, I would imagine, from a certain point, but this is how they actually went on the school trip, I guess. The shaking was quite irregular. Just when you thought it was a series of small shakes, it would suddenly shake violently. And every time that happened, I'd have to steady myself with my foot. I couldn't stand up very well, but for me it was comforting. Okay. I couldn't stand up very well, huh? I never thought not knowing what to expect could be so fun, so I was feeling rather excited. Okay, that sounds like Hajime. But I figured I'd get bored of that feeling soon enough. That's what I was expecting. For me, a person who is loved by talent. What on earth does that mean? Detecting regularities among... Wait a minute. Detecting regularities among irregularities won't be that difficult? Is this ultimate imposter? My first gut when I heard detecting, I was like, oh, Kyoko, but ultimate imposter, maybe? How boring. Oh, Nagito. Do you like ships? Oh, this isn't Nagito. We're on the opposite side of Nagito. This has got to be Hajime, right? On the other side of the dark room, I heard a voice. It was clearly directed at me. You look like you were having fun, so that's what I assumed. You do like ships, right? Who are we playing as? Ships? Ah, that's right. That's it. So this is a ship. You just realized that now? Is it really that funny? Who are we playing as? The fact that they're making us wait this long makes me very concerned that this isn't Hajime, and if it's not Hajime, and it's not Nagito either, who in the world is this? Hey, if you want, care to talk a little? The silence was starting to bore me. Instantly, I saw his true character. The over-familiar attitude, the friendly smile. But under that thin skin, I could detect a foul, offensive odor, like some kind of putrid slime. In a sensible way, of course. How should I put this? It was a smell exclusive to those who were already finished. Huh. Nice to meet you. I'm Nagito Komaeda. Anyway, lucky me. It's been a while since anyone was willing to talk to me, so to share a room with a person like that? Yep, I'm definitely lucky. Lucky? Ah, so that's your talent then. What a boring talent. Who is talking? A boring talent, huh? Well, that's exactly what it is. But for someone I'm meeting for the first time to say that so suddenly. Wait a minute! Makoto?! That's because I have luck as well. Huh? Wait a minute! Even I possess a talent as boring as luck. Possess, huh? I'm starting to get really interested. Who are you? You're obviously from Hope's Peak Academy too, right? So you're one of us. Oh my god, is this actually Makoto? Huh, but that's weird. This is the first time I've ever seen you. Dude, this is Makoto. What is happening? Hey, can you tell me why you're here? How did you end up here? How boring. But that doesn't sound like Makoto. Ah, sorry. I'm often told I'm terrible at making conversation. Not you. This world. Who the fuck is talking? Huh? This world is full of boring people. People who lack talent stick together and oppress those who do possess talent. Even though they know they're insignificant, they don't try to acknowledge their true superiors. They are profoundly desperate to drag them down to their level. And because of these bastards, this world has come to a deadlock. Who in the world is talking right now? I am so confused. If this is Makoto, what the fuck? But who could this even be? This world has stopped evolving. Could this be Byakuya? No, I don't think so. How boring. Well, the world is shaped by the will of majority. It makes sense that it bends to those who lack talent. That's why we're in our present situation. Perhaps. Does that have anything to do with the reason you're here? Boring people make no contributions to the world. Not even a speck of dust. So I'm wondering if this is like them... Oh man, I don't know. That's why my teachers taught me that a certain degree of selection must be performed. Is this Chiaki, maybe? Looks like they had high expectations for you, huh? That's completely different from me. But what are you planning to do? Now that you've ended up like this, there's nothing you can do, right? Now that you've ended up like this. Listen well. Using people is a talent, too. It is now my turn to use that person just as they used me in the past. Are we talking about Monokuma? To use Monokuma just as Monokuma used me in the past? I'm just guessing here. I don't know. Maybe that person, a lot of times I feel like has referred to Makoto. That person. Are you talking about ultimate despair? But how? I mean, they're already... What, we're literally talking about Juko? What the fuck? I have it with me. What does that mean? The contribution that person left to me. Even now, it rests in my pocket. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm definitely lucky. I can't believe I'm speaking with someone as amazing as you. Then, will I be able to see her again? Dude! Nagito's nails! Wait a minute! Wait a minute, the nails! Red nails! What? Wait, is this Ultimate Imposter? Wait, what is this? Wait, who is talking? Wait, who is actually Nagito? Does he have red nails because he sims for Juko? What is this? And this music is so epic. I wish this boat wasn't rocking right now. Will I be able to see that person I hate with every fiber of my being again? It makes sense that he would hate Junko more than anything because he wants to be Ultimate Hope. It's like she's the opposite of everything he'd ever want. And this time, will I be able to kill her this time? The person I hate so much? Hate? Then explain your hand. Yeah! This. The end of that bandage is a woman's hand, right? What the fuck? Isn't it amazing? I can't move it, of course. I mean, it's not my hand after all. But even now, it still hasn't rotted. Maybe that means it's becoming one with me. Isn't it amazing? I have successfully become one with ultimate despair, my sworn enemy. I see. So you salvaged the body. You really are a boring person. Who in the fuck is talking? I don't want you to misunderstand. I just see her as my enemy, you know? Because she's my sworn enemy. Because I hate her so much. That's why I took her power. And for that, Wait, huh? Do I hate her? Huh. That's strange. Huh? What the hell? You've gone full Makoto now with all your huhs. Look out the window. We're finally here. Up the island? You're starting to see it too, right? That's Jabberwock Island, isn't it? What is happening? Isn't it exciting? I wonder what's going to happen on that island once we get there. What's going to happen? I can already predict what will happen. Huh? I already know because I am loved by talent. Is this Hajime? Who in the else could it be? But no matter what happens, it's of no concern to me. Like, I don't know what voice to do. I will not be able to participate in what lies ahead. So they're not gonna be able, so this has gotta be Monokuma, whoever is controlling Monokuma then. Huh, really? I don't really understand, but I guess we have to part ways for a while. That's disappointing. We seem to get along pretty well. Hey, can I see you again? There is no reason we'll ever meet again. After all, you are boring. Your talent, your thoughts, your entire existence is boring to me. So it's not Hajime because they didn't meet again. So it's a character that's not, it's not one of the 5, nor is it one of the dead. It's a character we have not seen in this game. That doesn't mean it's a character we haven't met in the first game, but it's absolutely not a character that was in Danganronpa 2 up to this point. You really don't play along, do you? We're still on chapter 0, heading to the school trip end. Really? Just like that, huh? What the fuck was that? Who the fuck was that? Everything's boring. Is there... Like, I could kind of see that dialogue belonging to Byakuya, but obviously it wasn't. Yeah, we can't even look at the map anymore. But I don't know. I don't know. I doubt it. I mean, like, why would it be Byakuya after the last game? It doesn't make sense to be any of them. Huh? What is this? Here we go. Wake up. Oh, it's the Matrix door again. Yeah, just like the beginning of the game. That makes sense. It's a door. There's a door. Huh? A door? Why is a door here? Where am I? How did I get here? Where am I supposed to go? You open the door. Just like you opened the door at the beginning of the game. What is going to be here? What are we gonna see? Hope's Peak Academy. I mean, this is clearly Hope's Peak Academy. Huh? Isn't this a classroom? Oh my god, it's just like the beginning of the first game! This is so weird! But even so, it's a very strange classroom. Why am I in a place like this? I went inside the ancient ruin with everyone else. And yeah, you saw that. And I arrived at a place that looked like a trial ground, but then why? It's not connecting. I don't know why I'm here. It's like there's no connection between how I left the trial ground and how I ended up here. It's just like before, when we were all gathered in that classroom, just before we arrived at Jabberwock Island. But where is this place? Is it somewhere on Jabberwock Island? I don't think so. Who the fuck is this gonna be? Monokuma? Who is this gonna be? Glitchy. High school. Yeah, it is.
Ahem, ahem. Testing, testing. Mic check 1, 2. This is a test of the school broadcast system.
And yeah, this is like the OG Monokuma here.
Am I on? Can everyone hear me? Okay, well then.
Alright.
Welcome to Hope Speak Academy, you guys. At this point, I shall explain the graduation exam to you all.
Huh.
So please assemble at the gymnasium immediately.
So everything's glitching still, which is interesting. Huh? Did he say what I think he just said? Yes, he definitely said it. He said, welcome to Hope Speak Academy. But why would this place be Hope Speak Academy? And the fact that it's still glitching means it might just be the 5 of us or it might be all 16 of us. Not just that. What is the graduation exam? Isn't the killing over already? I don't know. Yeah, so this everything looks the same as in the first game. What is this? In a normal classroom, there'd be a window, but instead, there's this iron plate bolted here. Obviously, we know from the first game, but Hajime doesn't. When I tried knocking on it with my fist. Yep. Looks like it's a pretty thick iron plate. Is this to keep us trapped? What the heck? This place where iron plates are covering the windows inside the classrooms? Is it really Hope Speak Academy? Anything else? Maybe the clock? This clock doesn't have any hands. Oh, we literally can't see the time. Yeah, it's time unknown. Clock without hands is meaningless. Why would something like this be in a classroom? Yeah, monocam. There's a surveillance camera. Why would there be a surveillance camera inside the school? I wonder, does it have the same purpose as the surveillance cameras on Jabberwock Island? If so, who's watching it? Is it whoever's controlling Monokuma? I mean, we could assume if this really is the same school, then there's a control room on the 5th floor, 4th floor. It might be 4th floor, actually. I think it's 4th floor. Does this monitor serve the same yeah, same thing. Yep, under Monokuma's supervision. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, Hajime. It's interesting. I thought they were honestly going to do the reveal right away and they were giving us some fuck shit. I mean, this is some fuck shit, but it isn't as crazy as I thought it would be. And that logo I'm trying to see, is that... No, it doesn't look like that's the Future Foundation logo. Yeah, let's leave. Old building, 1st floor. Even the hallway doesn't feel like the school at all. What a creepy place, and there's a bunch of glitching rooms. At least it doesn't look like a normal school at all. It's definitely a lie. There's no way this place is Hope Speak Academy. Is this creepy place the Hope Speak Academy that I've admired for so long? It's probably a building that Monokuma made to startle us, just like the funhouse. It's interesting that they don't have any of their memories yet of like what happened, but they still have all their memories of Danganronpa 2, basically. That's right, that's definitely it. Monokuma said to come to the gymnasium, right? Then I'll go and definitely clear things up. Okay, yeah, Despair Hotel, which is like totally blocked off and you can't click it. Can we go in here? No, that's glitched out, you can't. I'm assuming we literally can't go into any rooms except for... Yeah, we can't access any rooms except for our path. Yeah, we can't access the map, but yeah, we can see this. And this looks like it's all the same. Fucking third eye up in this bitch? What the fuck? Okay. Yeah, the store. Dining hall. Nurse's office. Bathrooms, all of it. It's like, It's like they're not using any more than they have to. Like, you can see how, if you notice, everything is grayed out except for... Everything is grayed out in the map here on the screen except for the classroom we woke up in and the gym. And yeah, this is all glitched out, so the game's not letting you examine anything and forcing you straight to the gym. Very interesting. This is so interesting. The gymnasium is here, right? It's like they're not trying to use any more data than they need to for whatever the Monokuma's trying to do. Alright, I'm going inside. Something might be waiting, but I'm not going to cower away anymore. And so, I braced myself and cautiously opened the door. Yeah? I really thought we were done with the glitching, to be honest, but it looks like the glitching has only just begun. This is the end. Goodbye, Academy of Despair. And it's got the Mirai door. This is the end. Goodbye, Academy of Despair. Huh. I wasn't prepared for what was waiting for me on the other side of that door. Oh god. What the fuck? Okay, normal gym. Okay. It was a normal gymnasium. Yeah, he wasn't expecting that. This is so interesting, because, like I said, we've been building this up for so long, and we just don't know what they're gonna go. This is the end. Goodbye, Academy of Despair. I'm trying to break that down. You know, the game is called Goodbye Despair. Goodbye Academy of Despair. And this is the end. Goodbye Academy of Despair. Kind of saying, like, this is the final goodbye of Hope's Peak for Danganronpa, potentially. And if that is the case, I mean, that makes sense, but that doesn't give you any hints as to what this could be about. Also, fucking... This is totally unrelated, but do Ultimate Robot stream of Clockwork and Chiaki. Like, what the fuck? I don't know. That's kind of random, but, like, they brought up all that robot stuff, and, like, Mekamaru was just, like, a meme for the real robot. Assuming that is what she was, but that's the very, very strong implication. There's the four of them.
Damn right.
Yo, Hajime!
Yo,
You heard the announcement and came here too. You guys did too, right?
What's going on?
Hey, what do you make of all this? Monokuma said this place was Hope's Peak Academy or something.
that is...
That cannot be possible.
Well, yeah.
You're right. Any way you look at it, it's impossible. You know, we'd find out if we can get to the 5th floor. We can see if my sister's body's still there. Hello! How does it feel to return to long-awaited Hope's Peak Academy?
Why, you...
Hey, where are we? Where'd you lock us up this time?
That's...
What a shock! I just told you guys this is Hope's Peak Academy.
Of course not!
There's no way in hell that's true.
No.
Oh, but it is. I mean, this is definitely Hope's Peak Academy. Well, what's left of it anyway? What's left of it?
What?
Didn't I tell you before? Unfortunately, Hope's Peak Academy fell to ruin.
Lies.
You were serious about that?
Stupid fool!
I don't believe it.
Hmm.
But of course it fell to ruin. I mean, they were doing things that they deserved to be ruined for. What do you mean?
I don't like this.
Anyway, I'm pretty disappointed. I went to all this trouble to bring you back to Hope's Peak Academy, and you don't feel surprised or nostalgic?
Fine.
Oh well, it's not like I did this for you guys. Even if you don't feel nostalgic, I'm sure someone is feeling nostalgic right now. Someone.
Don't fuck with me!
Enough with this bullshit. Just spit it out already. Yeah, who is someone, please?
You...
Where'd you take us, you bastard? Though I am not certain of my memories, I believe we entered the ancient ruin and...
In other words...
It means... I made this Hope's Peak Academy between the door to the ruin and the inside of the ruin. Excuse me, what? What do you mean between?
Hey!
What do you mean made?
What's this?
Oh my, are your minds getting the grumblies that only knowledge can satisfy? Good. Very good. It's fine to hurry along to the graduation exam. It's in my nature to provide a little entertainment. Entertainment? You're planning to make us do something, aren't you?
No way!
That's nothing to be so cautious about. It's not like you'll be making life exchanges or anything like that.
Shing!
It's just a simple graduation exam.
Huh?
Then, what is the graduation exam? Imagine if it was a written exam that no character could actually know the answer to unless you played both games, and thus that is like a weird metatextual thing that leads to some big reveal.
Hey,
It's probably going to be something way stupider, but I don't know. Well, as the headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know? On one hand, I'm really happy that you're finally going to graduate.
are you sure about this?
But on the other hand, I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world.
So,
That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is like before you make a decision. Whether you want to leave Jabberwock Island or stay here. Huh?
why?
We're obviously gonna get out. There's no way we'd stay here.
That's right.
This is annoying. Just hurry up and let us choose. Let us choose right now.
No, no, no!
You can't do that. The main Are you telling me that the door that we entered, the ruin we entered, and the door they exited, oh my god, are we about to see Makoto, Byakuya, Toko, Hiro, Hina, and Kyoko? I will fucking come. I will come on camera if I get to see my master and the rest of them. The main cast hasn't arrived yet. Main cast?
Hey,
Meaning, you guys are just extras until the guest of honor arrives. Okay, guest singular.
damn it!
So enough complaining already. Hurry up and start researching the outside world. Oh, what do you mean?
Uh-huh.
I've dispersed all the teaching materials you need for your research throughout Hopespeak Academy. Well, I don't think this needs to be said, but all the information is accurate and contains no lies whatsoever. Otherwise, the main cast is going to hate me. So please rest assured, try to do your best during your field trip. Oh, so we just have to study, we have to go around the whole academy. I assume we'll be able to then suddenly explore all 5 floors, the whole thing. And from there, we're going to learn all about the outside world, because we've learned very little compared to the first game. But of course, us as the player, meta-wise, know a lot of it, but we're probably going to learn all about the tragedy and all that bullshit. And as usual, after leaving us with his cryptic words, Monokuma disappeared. Even if the setting had changed, even if the killing was finished, he was still the same as usual. What is going on? Outside world? Main cast? All I can think of for the main cast is the characters of Danganronpa, Trigger, Happy Havoc. So that would be the 6 survivors. So again, Hiro, Hina, Kyoko, Byakuya, Toko, and Makoto. Somehow, I have a bad feeling about this.
Hey!
He kept insisting that this place is Hopespeak Academy. But that's impossible, right?
What are you saying?
How do you make it back to Hopespeak Academy from a tropical island in the first place? I mean, he did kind of explain it, sort of. It's impossible.
It cannot be.
There is no place for Hopespeak Academy to exist on Jabberwock Island. I said I want to go back, but I don't want to go back to a creepy place like this. What does this mean? So many things I don't understand have happened on the island. This building is really Hopespeak Academy? Mm-hmm. This is the Hopespeak Academy I've been admiring for so long? What in the world is going on? Damn it, why is this happening? Why? Man, seeing all these shots of the literal beginning of the game is pretty wild. I was finally able to attend Hopespeak Academy. I finally thought I'd become confident in myself. Even so, I wanted to become Hope. Is that what you're thinking? Just stop it. Listen carefully. The only humans worthy of becoming Hope possess amazing talents and a strong will. And the moment you're born into this world, you either have that or you don't. It has nothing to do with effort. You must be chosen by Hope to become Hope. That's why it's not even worth admiring. Or were you so blinded by your admiration for Hope Speak Academy that you couldn't even see that? You disgust me, Hajime. Yeah, good. You're just some nobody from the reserve course who never had a talent to begin with. A nobody who forgot he was a nobody. That's all. If I really am a nobody, then you should have just left me alone. Why do I have to go through something like this? Hajime, did something happen? Huh?
Hey, bastard!
Now's not the time to zone out. Sorry, it's nothing. I don't really get it, but is that all?
I'm gonna do it!
As long as I don't beat the crap out of Monokuma, nothing's going to be solved. Is that what it means?
Hey,
So what the heck is Monokuma anyway? He's not part of the Future Foundation, right? If you say that, then what is the Future Foundation?
jeez.
Even though Chiaki and Monami are gone, our situation hasn't changed one bit, which means the Future Foundation wasn't our enemy. That's the only thing I can think of. At the very least, they're not sided with Monokuma. They might or might not be an enemy. The portrayal definitely seems like they're not our enemy, but whether they're our enemy or not, I don't know for sure. But I know that whoever Monokuma is, he's not part of the Future Foundation. That's what we know for sure.
You serious?
So they're not World Ender? Then we really were tricked by Monokuma.
However...
The Future Foundation is responsible for trapping us on this island, right? Regarding that matter, I believe Monami never once denied that.
Damn it.
Even if they're our allies, they might not just be allies. Maybe Monokuma is telling us to investigate that information on our own. Chiaki said she could not betray the Future Foundation. But if she were still alive, she definitely would have helped us. No. Even her just being with us would have been a big help. So what should we do?
Damn it.
Well, that's obvious. Like, that's the thing. We're even down to, like Sonia and Fuyuhiko might be fairly reliable, but, like, we're, like, really running low on characters that could actually do shit. Although, to be fair, in the first game, there were, like, barely any reliable people. Byakuya, when he wanted to be, and Kyoko were the main people that Makoto could rely on, so... It's not like, we had it pretty bad in the first game. We're gonna get out of here safely. We have to do that graduation exam, right?
So annoying.
Graduation exam, huh? I'm not really good at taking exams. Well, I guess it's better than people dying.
Jeez.
Monokuma said something about a field trip, right? Is he telling us to investigate like we have been?
All right!
I'm gonna do it!
Prepare yourself.
Yes, that.
Like...
Yeah, we might be able to learn about something about Hope Speak Academy, about ourselves. I don't care if we don't know anymore. If we can just go back to our normal lives, I'm fine.
Hey!
Can we go home? We can go home when this is over, right? We can finally get off this damn island, right? It's debatable whether we're even still on it. If that's the case, let's all leave this island alive by any means. I mean, I'm assuming these final 5 are gonna survive. I'm assuming these are the final 5. I really doubt anyone else is gonna die, but who knows?
Of course!
Hell yes! He's right. Now's not the time to bemoan how unlucky I am. Where this place really is, what's happened to Hope's Peak Academy. None of that matters. What's important is, I need to leave this island with the others. Yeah, that is what's important. If we haven't already left the island, question mark. Whatever the case may be, though, escape might be a better term. We sacrificed so many lives in order to survive just so we could do that. There's no way we could stop now. But Monokuma should already know that that's what we're thinking. So why did he say that? We have to decide on our own whether or not we want to leave Jabberwock Island. He should already know that we never choose to stay on this island.
Hey!
What are we gonna do? Can we start already? Yeah, I mean, we're probably gonna learn that it's all like a simulation or whatever the hell we're gonna learn, and that's gonna be part of the choice. I don't know. What are we looking for? Do we just have to investigate this weird-ass building? It would be interesting if that's kind of what a lot of Chapter 6 is, because the investigation could be long, because assuming we have to investigate all 5 floors of Hope's Peak.
Even so.
I don't think we'll find the answers to all our questions inside this damn building. Well, I'll just go on ahead for now!
Whoa!
Hey, you're already going?
Jeez.
What is that idiot thinking running ahead and without being cautious?
Man.
She obviously isn't thinking about anything, man.
However,
It will be fine. There will no longer be any situations where we must exchange each other's lives. I mean, I honestly believe no one else is gonna die, but we'll see.
alright!
So we should do our best as well. Like they say, it is not scary if everyone stops at a green light. If we stopped at the green light, we never reach our goal.
Jeez.
Akane.
Pathetic.
Akane already took off on her own. It might be faster if we split up and look around too.
Huh.
Like Sonia said, if there's no more killing, we don't have to worry about anyone betraying us anymore. Then let's get this over with and go home.
Later.
I'll go on ahead. I see you guys later. With those brief words, Fuyuhiko left the gymnasium.
Excuse me.
I shall do my best to obtain a wonderful clue that will be useful to everyone. Now then, please excuse me. Sonia took a deep bow, then left the gymnasium.
Oh my.
Miss Sonia!
Miss Sonia!
Please don't leave me! I'll be in danger if I'm left alone! Kazuichi chased after Sonia, who had just departed and left the gymnasium. I should hurry and start too. Is it just gonna say investigate? Are we gonna get the investigate thing that we usually get when there's when we're investigating a murder? Just a bit more. Just a bit more and it's going to end. I can escape this nightmare and return to my usual peaceful everyday life. The only thing we can do is advance towards that hope. Even though I don't understand, and that a lot of horrifying things keep happening. For the sake of everyone who couldn't make it this far, I'm definitely going to go home. They're gonna hit us with investigate. Oh my god, we really are. Yeah, and Kill Command is playing, and oh my god, that's a Monokuma.
I knew you could do it.
Hello, glitchy Monokuma. Look like there's nothing. Yeah, there's literally nothing to investigate in the gym. Okay. And now we're suddenly on the 5th floor. What the fuck? Huh? That's weird. This is the hallway I walked through to get to the gymnasium, but it's clearly different. Is this Monokuma's doing too? Is he trying to confuse us again? Maybe he's leading us down a specific path to specific rooms. I don't know how he's doing it, but he keeps doing it over and over again. He's so persistent. It could probably only load like a certain amount of data at a time. It can't handle all of Hope's Peak, which is why this is glitchy in the first place. There was literally word text there. Huh. Hi, Sonia. This hallway, there's a strange feeling to it, no? As if an invisible wall has been erected to limit our movement.
I am concerned.
Is it just me? Okay, so it looks like it wants us to go in the dojo. I'm curious if there's any other rooms on the 5th floor we can access. Whoa. That's trippy as fuck. That actually says bio, though. We could see it's got the raw. Yep, that's all, like, the same. So it looks like we're forced to start with the dojo. So yeah, it looks like Monokuma is directing this investigation. It looks like we can only go, yeah, exactly where Monokuma wants us to go. So let's start with the dojo, I suppose. Alright, let's see the dojo. I see something down there. It looks like some anime shit. We'll see what that is in a second, though. It said, is this a dojo? It's full of strange things that make me think there's no way we're inside a school. Perhaps it's a mistake to expect the inside of this building to make sense. So I want to investigate this stuff first. The target seems pretty far away. The production team had more time. There could have been a minigame here. Wow! Wait, what am I saying? Yeah, making the meta joke there. The cherry tree is proudly displaying its full blossoms. The falling petals add to the elegance of the scene. If Yoko and Pekko were here, it would have looked truly picturesque. For their sakes as well, I will definitely go home. That's a nice call out to them. Yeah, okay, so let's click this thing. There's a straw post. I guess that means it was used for training? And let's see if there's anything in the lockers. There are a bunch of wooden lockers here. Each of them has a traditional looking wood block key sticking out of them. I guess they're just for show. Okay. The armor. It's armor and a helmet. Did the map developers design this to reflect a Japanese dojo? And yeah, he made that meta comment again. Here we go. A History of Hope Speak Academy by Monokuma, manga for morons. Oh, what is this? This is a manga? The title is Manga for Morons, A History of Hope Speak Academy by Monokuma. Well, why is a manga with such a suspicious looking title laying out in the open like this? Let's start with history first, class.
Hey,
Reading manga is the third best way to learn about history. Then what's the first, you ask? That depends on the person. Alright, let's see what's in here. So, just as I thought, Monokuma made this. That totally explains how suspicious it looks. Alright, I really want to just ignore it, but there's no way I can do that. Fine, I'll look at it. I'll look at anything that might be a clue to getting out of here, no matter what it is. Alright, here we go. So it's manga, so it'll be like right to left, yeah. I picked up the manga off the floor and started flipping through the pages. It's an introduction to Hope Speak Academy's history as narrated by the cutesy character on the cover, who has like a hair sticking out thing. The story begins with an introduction to Hope Speak Academy. Hope Speak Academy is a government-funded school of privilege where only the most talented high school students can hope to attend. Yep, that's like the normal intro. Built to raise hope in the nation's future. Many of its alumni are key leaders of various industries. Yep. New students are chosen through a scouting process, but the ones who scout them are Hope Speak Academy's teachers, who serve as both educators and researchers of talent. Okay, that's new dialogue. Hope Speak Academy isn't just a school for talent, it is also a school for researching talent as well. That's where the ultimate lucky comes into play. However, for the past few years, Hope Speak Academy has been suffering from a decline in funding. If this persists, the Academy believes they will not be able to make progress with their research of talent. So they decided to implement a new system, and that's where the Reserve Department comes in. The Reserve Department. Unlike the main department, who scouts for students, the Reserve Department utilizes a general entrance exam. Normal faculty was hired and placed in charge of looking after the Reserve Department. The expenses and exam fees for the Reserve Department are quite high compared to most high schools. Nevertheless, Hope Speak Academy received an endless stream of applicants. Hope Speak Academy was now available to talentless commoners, people who only cared about the brand. With this, Hope Speak Academy managed to amass sizable funds and began further research of talent. To create Hope Speak Academy's earnest wish, a true genius who would become mankind's hope. Interesting. But just when they thought everything was going well, an unprecedented incident occurred. The reserves, yeah, we know, we've been teased about this earlier in the game, about the reserve students and how that all... The incident that triggered the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That's right, it was the tragedy of Hope Speak Academy. Hope Speak Academy was crippled by this incident and was forced to shut down without accomplishing anything. The end. And that's all he's gonna tell us. Interesting. Huh? The ending was so sudden, like a manga that's suddenly canceled in the middle of its run. Plus, these phrases mentioned at the end of this manga, the tragedy, and now we've actually, for the first time, seen the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. These names are so melodramatic. There's no way these incidents really happened, right? I mean, we have no proof they happened still. We're almost through 2 games and we still have no proof they actually happened, but probably. This manga only mentions the names, so I don't really know the details, but you did read about it earlier in DR2. No, it'd just be a waste of time to wonder about things that don't make sense. And I still think you yourself were potentially the trigger, Hajime. More importantly, I learned something because of this manga. The reserve department, yep. That department was only built to collect money. I was one of those reserve corps students, right? Which means your parents had money.
But hold on.
That's weird. Oh, you're here again.
Shing!
Ah, the thing that's weird is you, of course. Huh?
Hey, hey!
Why did you forget that you were part of the reserve department? The Future Foundation only took away your school life memories, right? You would have known before you were going there. Yeah. But you should have known even before you entered that you had no talent, right? So, I think it's weird that you actually forgot something like that, too. Well, what do you want me to say? It means that maybe you do have a talent. I don't know.
By the way...
Based on my assumption, the Future Foundation must have wanted to hide the fact that you were one of those reserve corps students. Huh.
I got it!
Or you willingly sealed those memories yourself. Huh? You wanted to be confident in yourselves. You wanted to forget everything that embarrassed you. You know, when humans experience trauma, sometimes they erase their memory of what happened. It happens pretty often. Not that I know anything about that, though. Are you saying it's my fault I forgot? That's not it.
Come on!
When things get inconvenient, you always get angry and try to brush it off. Well, that's expected of a reserve corps student. Damn, you're almost sounding like Nagito there. Damn it, what the heck? Huh, reserve department. So we actually have a truth bullet now. Interesting. So obviously we are officially getting bullets now, so we are prepping. I was gonna say, are we gonna be on a different floor, but I guess not. So what did that unlock now? So he led us to the dojo first, but because we've now been to the dojo, we should be able to use another room, or we can talk to Kazuichi now, okay.
What's going on?
This hallway, it's kind of creepy. I can't go to places I should be able to go to. It's like some rule is being enforced for no reason. Yep. I think there's an invisible wall or something. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, they're like becoming aware of it too. Yeah. Okay, so it looks like we're supposed to go to 5A now. I'm just gonna make sure the biolab isn't an option yet. Yeah, okay. So it looks like our next step is 5A, okay. Here we go to room 5A. Another book, okay. Okay, yeah, there's nothing of interest here except for the book, so let's read it. The Tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy by Monokuma. Interesting. This is another manga. It's laying on top of the desk. This one is Manga for Morons, The Tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Huh. So this one's gonna go into that. Yep. Wasn't The Tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy mentioned in that other manga too? It's why Hope's Peak Academy went bankrupt, and it was the trigger for the biggest, most tragic, most awful event in human history. Alright, let's read it. If I read this manga, will I be able to learn a little more about that incident? That might or might not have happened, but probably did, to be fair. That is a cool looking cover, actually. I love how the way he's drawn. It gives me almost like JoJo's vibes. And then I love the skull and like the splatter blood. Like, that's a really cool cover, actually. I took the manga from the desk and started flipping through the pages. to see what I could learn about the event known as the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. The story made heavy use of outdated, stylized drawings depicting characters solving mysteries. What's written here is, as the name suggests, the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy occurred at Hope's Peak Academy. The key player in that event was a student named Izuru Kamukura. Wasn't Izuru Kamukura the founder of Hope's Peak Academy? Izuru was a genius known as a symbol of hope. Hope's Peak Academy used all their resources to develop him. Wasn't he the supposed founder, the old guy in the pictures? Supposedly, Izuru was a genius among geniuses and possessed various talents. Wielding superior talent for the hope of mankind, the Academy referred to Izuru as the ultimate hope. So Izuru, I wonder if that was who Nagito was talking to then, Izuru. But I have a lot of questions there. To protect such rare talent, the Academy completely concealed all evidence of Izuru's origins and identity. Because of that, most of those students at the Academy were completely unaware of Izuru's existence, okay. But Izuru, who is known as the symbol of hope, was responsible for an horrible incident. 13 students of Hope's Peak Academy's Student Council, among the Academy's best and brightest, were brutally murdered by Izuru. However, the incident did not end there. The Academy tried to protect Izuru's superior talent and concealed the incident as though it never happened. However, a certain student began working in secret to use that incident to their advantage. Now that's probably Junko and actually Mukuro as well. That student uncovered what the Academy did, and by making that knowledge public, it stoked the fires of Reserve Corps students who had long been dissatisfied with how they'd been treated. So that was probably Junko. And the uprising began. And that heralded Hope's Peak Academy's destruction. This is the entirety of the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Huh. Interesting. So I guess the question is, who is Izuru? Because whoever Izuru is probably... Whoever Izuru is probably the person Nagito was talking to, and also whoever was both the person Nagito was talking to and Izuru was probably potentially Monokuma's controller. But Izuru's not the name we'd know them as. Eventually, that incident would lead to that horrifying, devastating incident. The incident that would be known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Works cited Danganronpa 0! I'm gonna be reading Danganronpa 0 eventually. Oh my god, that's funny. Works cited Danganronpa 0. That's really funny there. Shoutouts to Monokuma. We are going to read Danganronpa 0. I think that'll actually be, if I'm not mistaken, the next thing we do Danganronpa related. I could be wrong. But we are going to read Danganronpa 0 later down the line. That's so funny. Interesting. So obviously Danganronpa 0 is going to go into that in much more detail. With a heavy sigh, I closed the manga, and that excites me, because that tells me, yeah, you know, we're gonna figure some of this shit out, but Danganronpa 0 is gonna tie a lot of it together. Am I supposed to believe this? There's no way 13 people were killed at Hope's Peak Academy. What irony! For a genius known as the ultimate hope to cause such a gruesome incident. A talent like that is too regal for society. It's like trying to buy juice with a bar of gold. Oh, you should be lucky that you're incompetent. Damn it. He always has to lead up to something offensive. He seriously pisses me off. But ultimate hope. Nagito mentioned that before too, but it looks like it means something completely different here. What Nagito said was the true meaning of hope was an absolute hope that could overcome any despair. But for Izuru, hope simply means talent. More importantly, a genius who possesses various talents. Wish they'd given me one of those talents so I didn't have to be in the reserve department. That's right, the reserve department. Here, it says that the Reserve Corps students in the Reserve Department began uprising. Then, what about me? Was I a participant too? Probably. No, that's not possible. In no way. I have no reason to do something like that. Interesting. Anyway, I've learned about the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy, but you haven't learned about the tragedy. Yeah. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is a far worse incident, right? What kind of incident was it? And who's this other student that isn't Izuru? That's probably Junko. A certain student who secretly used the incident to their advantage. Who is that? This incident is really messed up, but all it's doing is raising more questions. Mysteries just keep piling up. Okay, we're still on the 5th floor. I got 2 questions. Who is it gonna be, Akane or Fuyuhiko that appears somewhere? And what room's gonna be opened up? Biolab? Oh, it is the Biolab. Wow, okay. We are going into the Biolab next. Let me see if I can find another student around here somewhere, though, that I could talk to. No, it doesn't look like it. Interesting. Interesting that we're unlocking the doors one at a time, though. Yeah, this door is gonna be fucked up, because we know what was in that in the first game, and, well, it was fucked up. Alright, Biolab, here we go. It's raw! It's bloody raw! What the fuck? What the hell is with this room? It's freaking cold in here. It's like I'm in a freezer or something. If I just stand still, I might end up freezing to death. I should hurry up and investigate so I can get out of here already. Hello.
I've been found.
Yeah, I found you, glitchy Kuma. The tarps, of course, yep. This looks like a plastic tarp. Why is this left out like this? Clean up after yourselves, will you? That's actually really cool, that. And then the refrigerators, yes. I've seen this in movies before. It's a refrigerator for preserving dead bodies, and it wasn't a massive plot point in the last game. At least that's what it looks like. That's not possible, right? Keeping dead bodies in a high school biolab isn't something you should joke about. It just feels so forced. This idea should have been canceled during development or something. Huh? What am I thinking? Yeah, it's pretty funny. What in the world is that picture? That looks like fucking Mayuri, like, died and, like, went to hell and then came back as a zombie. Manga for morons, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history? By Monokuma, by the way. I knew it. The next one would obviously be about this incident. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, huh? Just what was that incident really all about? It might turn out to be something lame. I flipped through the pages of the manga and hoped that I was right. Here we go. God, that's a picture. Oh, and that's that Nagito. That was that Nagito thing when I think it was the beginning of chapter 2, Nagito's speech that had that same background effect. A story about creepily drawn characters who get involved in such horrifying incidents. I'm sure all of these are references to different famous manga. An incident known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Is this drawn so grotesquely because the incident itself is that grotesque? Anyway, the beginning of this creepy manga starts with this sentence. The tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy was simply the trigger. I've literally used that term, the trigger, because to trigger Happy Havoc, and it just seems fitting. At first, the uprising by the Reserve Corps students that triggered the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy was initially hoped to be resolved quickly, but the situation continued to escalate to dangerous extremes. The movement started spreading all over the internet and fostered a thriving online community. The community was not limited to students, as people of various races and nations began joining in. But the movement was not confined to the internet and began spreading and eroding the real world. When the movement started, it was indistinguishable from any other demonstration inspired by social unrest. But as it spread across the world, certain abnormalities soon came to light. By then it was too late. The ends and the means had vanished, and wanton destruction became their only goal. The strong butchered the weak. The weak killed the weakest among them. and soon the weak form factions to brutally murder the strong. As the violence and death continued to spread, the shock of their actions began to disappear, as if the era was regressing to more uncivilized times, when senseless deaths were the norm. The media was oversaturated with deaths to the point where people would watch them while enjoying a meal. By the time the world realized what it had become, it was too late to stop what had happened. A feeling of immense despair began spreading and eventually engulfed the world. Acts of terrorism and coups d'etats began occurring around the world. A war waged in the name of despair. A war fought not for principles, religion, or personal gain, just war. Pure war. Because of that, there was no way to resolve it. How could a movement started by high school students progress to such a hopeless scenario? The only explanation is the existence of a certain organization, the Ultimate Despair, devoted to a certain student who influenced Hope's Peak Academy, a group called Ultimate Despair. Instead of using Hope's Peak Academy's talents for the sake of mankind's hope, they used them for the sake of mankind's despair. Key members of society use their influence to brainwash the masses in order to spread despair. Tech-savvy computer programmers wrote software to spread despair. Wait a minute. Chihiro? The powerful and influential created new values and morals to spread despair. And with this, they created the tragedy. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. As long as ultimate despair exists, the despair engulfing the world will never end. The tragedy will never end. Huh. Interesting. My heart was racing in my chest, but my body felt ice cold. It wasn't because I was freezing in this room. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history? This is definitely all made up. I mean, if this is really true, then what's happening in the outside world? My family, my friends, the convenience store I frequent, the nearby bookstore, my favorite restaurant? What's happened to them?
No way!
Hey, are you seriously yelling at a manga? How crazy are you? Who would enjoy reading something like this? Me, probably.
What?
Oh my, you don't like manga? A high school student who doesn't like manga is like an office lady who doesn't like to eat candy, especially in Japan. Enough. What is this messed up manga? I thought you'd obviously know about such a horrible event that destroyed the world, but for you not to remember that, such despair. That's the Future Foundation's fault, though, thanks to them stealing your school memories. The incident that happened during that period has been completely removed from your brains. This incident really happened, and I actually forgot about it? There's no way that's possible.
What are you saying?
How many times do I have to tell you? All the clues here are real.
Hello.
Please understand, I'm rooting for you. If you don't learn about the full extent of the outside world, you guys will suffer for it. I just want to help you guys so you can live well-adjusted lives in the outside world. I see. So that's how it is. That's what he meant by what he said at the beginning. The graduation exam, which is probably going to be like the final class trial, which I guess will be similar to the final class trial in the first game. Although that also involved a murder. This one's going to probably purely be about proving everything. Well, as the headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know? On one hand, I'm really happy that you're finally going to graduate. But on the other hand, I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world. That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is like before you make a decision. Whether you want to leave Jabberwock Island or stay here. He's trying to make us feel despair towards the outside world, so we'll want to stay on this island. But there's no way I'm going to do what he wants. Despair like that simply can't exist. The outside world should be filled with hope. Just like now. Perhaps. No, that's definitely it. That is a really cool cover, though. Whether or not this incident really happened, what in the world is this Ultimate Despair group? If they're devoted to a certain student who guided Hope's Peak Academy to its destruction, are they connected to both the tragedy and the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy? Plus, that organization isn't just one person, but a group of people. But if they're known as Ultimate Despair, they're high school students, right? Well, if they were actually able to do it, then I guess that's why they were called Ultimates. Then, are the killings we're involved in connected to them as well? Somehow. It's no use, I'm going to freeze to death. They're cucking me so hard, I just want to see the words Junko Enoshima in this fucking game already. Just show me the bae, give me a picture of her. She could be on the cover of the next manga, like, give me some Junko, I don't care. Like, I want to see her goddamn face, or at least her name. I'm at my limit, I need to get out of here. Shivering, I ran out of the freezing room. Yeah, Hajime doesn't have a hoodie like Makoto. Phew! That was close. I nearly froze to death. So, where should I go next? Gotta love the glitching. We still can't go into 5C. Maybe the other classroom's unlocked. Yep. 5B. So, I'm just gonna make sure. I'm trying to remember what other rooms are still locked. I want to say this is the music room, because we haven't... Because, yeah, there's no other room the music room could be. So those are the only locked rooms still, is the music room and 5C. 5C is probably going to be the last one, but maybe the music room. I don't know. Let's see what's in 5B. I assume 5B is just the same as 5A. I don't really remember any differences. Oh, it's Fuyuhiko and Monokuma. Interesting. Oh, now it says... That wall says despair. No. I should ignore it. I'm just going to pretend I didn't see him. Interesting that says despair. Interesting that the wall looks like that. Yeah, we're not gonna ignore him.
Hiya!
Why, hello, Hajime! I hope you're doing pleasingly well. Are you pleasingly well? You're pleasingly well, right? What are you doing here?
No.
Well, there was another thing I needed to tell you on this floor. I got bored of drawing manga. Can you forgive me for telling you by word of mouth? You should have done that from the beginning. I didn't want to read your manga in the first place. High school student who doesn't like manga is like a sumo wrestler who doesn't like eating hot pots. I'm getting really fed up with your babbling. Hurry up. What did you need to tell me? It's about that key piece of information you've been waiting so long for. It better fucking be Junko.
What?
Yep, here we go. Surprise! It's about ultimate despair. Huh? Ahem. Even though the term ultimate despair refers to a group these days,
Actually,
it was originally the title for a high school girl who was the most powerful, evil, and feared person alive. A high school girl.
yes indeed.
Lady Junko Enoshima, let's fucking go! Junko Enoshima.
Hey,
As the former Ultimate Despair, she created a despair brimming with charm and humor. And created the Ultimate Despairs. There was one really horrible person in that group.
Don't fuck with me!
Hold on a sec. I don't know what the Ultimate Despairs are, but it's not that easy to form an organization. I would know. I am the Ultimate Yakuza after all. No way people would join some fucked up organization created by a high school girl.
unbelievable.
Humans who are obsessed with their philosophy have an uncanny power to attract others, that's true. It's a trait shared by many famous leaders throughout history, right? There's nothing strange about it. I mean, even if you want to look in the last 100 years, like look at someone like Hitler, for example. Or for that matter, just look at like any famous cult leader in history. I mean, there's tons of examples. I could go on all day, but...
Hey,
That holds true for Lady Junko. I like how Monokuma, so this whoever this despair is, refers to her kind of in reverence as Lady Junko. With her charismatic ability to attract people, she even influenced those in the highest echelons of power.
phew.
Her connections were the main reason that incident became the tragedy in the first place, because she was the ultimate fashionista, yep. So she even recruited people who would have been in a position to neutralize the threat?
Huh?
And what was their purpose?
Huh?
What?
You...
Like I said, why did they cause that incident? It doesn't even make sense. It had a purpose, right? There's no way they'd do that, what they did, without any purpose. Despair. That's all.
Hey,
Yep. It was Junko Enoshima's despair. Huh? For Junko Enoshima, despair isn't about purpose. A set of principles, a way of life, or an instinct. Despair is what defines Junko Enoshima as Junko Enoshima. And now we're getting to say that term so much, and it's so nice. Also, Boy's Life of Despair playing. I love that we're getting all these old themes from the first game. What are you saying? I'm a stuffed plushie. Hajime is a human. It's exactly like that. Junko is literally despair incarnate. Junko Enoshima is full of so much despair that she's truly hopeless, yep. Living, dying, eating, loving. For her, everything is despair. Just despair. That's all. What the hell? With their overwhelming force of personalities, Junko recruited the ultimate despairs one by one. She controlled their despair by taking advantage of their love, hate, grudges, anything really. Like Mikan, baby. I'm telling you, Mikan was definitely part of the ultimate despair, the group. Junko's despair is far more dreadful than any other. That idea had been slammed right into their minds. And so, the ultimate despairs who had been recruited became nothing more than Junko's limbs. All despair, whether it was their own or anyone else's, was dedicated to Junko Enoshima. Like believers making offerings to their god, or goddess. I mean, I said she was a goddess, and yeah, pretty much. Like a mother providing food to her children. They dedicated all despair so they could escape from despair. All in Junko Enoshima's name. That's so, like, backwards and fucked up, and I love it. For example, they killed their families and friends and even destroyed their bodies through relentless mutilation. Jesus! And to hopelessly top it off, they completely believed it was something that they had to do. There's no way something that crazy is possible.
what?
Do you know about the final days of the reserve course students during the tragedy of Hope Speak Academy? But final days?
In other words,
Junko had the power to change people's values. This is also true of famous people throughout history. Hey, what do you mean final days? What happened to the reserve department?
of course.
They fulfilled their role as disposable limbs. They believed in what they needed to do. Oh, wow, so she turned them all into her limbs, so to speak. What the hell? And so, the 2,357 students of the reserve department all committed mass suicide. I mean, that's a common trope of cult leaders throughout history, is at the end, it usually ends with mass suicide. Good God. Mass suicide?
What'd you say?
All 2,357 students? That's a lot of reserve course students. Makes sense, I suppose. It's a lot of money, probably. Oops. It wasn't all of them. One person was excluded. Yeah, I was waiting for him to say that. One person was excluded, huh? Is that me?
Damn it!
I don't believe it. There's no way I can believe this. Ultimate despair, Junko Enoshima? It doesn't scare me at all. I mean,
Bastard!
Junko Enoshima is already dead. Huh? Oh my god. Oh my god, that truth bullet. I want to look at this for a second and just appreciate it. This term was adopted by the group responsible for causing the tragedy, but in actuality it originally referred to a certain female high school student named Junko Enoshima. I love the shadow effect because she is dead. Oh my god, I love seeing it. Oh, and the reserve department's updated with the fact that they all killed themselves except for Hajime. Were infected by Junko's despair and committed mass suicide. There was only one survivor. I wonder who it was. Good God. Hey, Fuyuhiko, is it true what you said? Junko and Oshima is really dead?
Huh?
What, you didn't see? There was a book called Manga for Morons, Killing School Life in that bloody classroom. A bloody classroom? No, wait, what was that you said about the killing school life? Yeah, that's gonna... Like, the killings we were involved in, they were killings that happened at Hope's Peak Academy. As I recall, the mastermind took her own life because the remaining students worked together to defeat her, and that was Junko.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. The killing school life ended up failing in the end. As a result, the 6 students who survived managed to escape from the academy.
Hey,
For a manga about this killing school life, it was drawn with a lot of silly images and dumb gags. According to that, the mastermind behind the failed killing school life was Junko and Oshima. The mastermind took her own life, which means Junko and Oshima is dead.
like...
No response from Monokuma, huh? It turns out that killing school life was part of the whole biggest, most awful, whatever incident. Junko took away the memories of former students of Hope's Peak Academy and forced them to kill each other. Former students of Hope's Peak Academy, and she took away their memories. That's just like us. Apparently, the whole thing was being filmed by surveillance cameras and broadcast worldwide. There's a limit to being a cruel asshole. I mean, I guess an asshole could be a guy or a girl, but I'm more fond of the term bitch. Because Junko is a bitch. She's my mommy, mistress bitch. I don't know where I was going with that, but you get the point. The surveillance cameras were broadcasting the whole thing.
So...
The students of Hope's Peak Academy are widely known as symbols of hope. By forcing people to watch these symbols of hope kill each other for the sake of survival, they were trying to fill everyone who watched the broadcast with despair all at once. That's messed up. That messed up plan was stopped. Junko and Oshima failed. Did she really, though? Junko lost to the student she placed in her trap. After being overcome by the despair she created, she took her own life. I guess that's one way to put it. Then Junko is no more. No response from Monokuma again. There's no way she's still alive, right? Right? No matter how horrible she was, there's no reason to fear someone who's dead. Whether Monokuma's story is true or not doesn't matter.
Bastard!
Junko and Oshima isn't alive anymore. Then, who is our enemy? That's the question, right? Who the hell is Monokuma the Second? If Junko and Oshima is already dead, are the rest of the Ultimate Despairs behind this? Are the followers of Junko carrying out her will? That's the only thing I could think of. I mean, the killings we're involved in resemble that killing school life. I don't know who the hell is imitating Junko and making us go through this, but an imitation is just that, an imitation.
No shit!
If the students from Hope's Peak Academy stop the real deal, there's no way we'll lose to some fake. But if this is really an imitation, are those surveillance cameras the same too? Cameras all over Jabberwock Island. Are they broadcasting to somewhere, just like the surveillance cameras during the killing school life? I totally forgot about my pet. But yeah, who cares? Interesting. So what's on the killing school life bullet? As part of the tragedy, Junko forced the students of Hope's Peak to kill each other, filmed their deeds with the school surveillance cameras, and broadcasted it to the entire world. Yeah, that about sums it up. This is so interesting. We've updated Junko with the fact, that she's dead? That she killed herself at the end of the, Yeah, Junko killed herself at the climax of the killing school life after she lost to the students of Hope's Peak. Yep. Man, Hajime, you totally know about that story, huh? What? Do you have a problem with that? Well, I really wanted you to read the manga version since I took the time to draw it.
What are you gonna do?
Oh well, I'll just raise the flag. Flag? What do you mean, raise the flag? What's gonna happen if you do that?
Ooh, How exciting.
One step at a time. You're getting closer to clearing my character out. Wow. You're not making sense again. Nice VN reference.
Well now.
Now then, I'll give you guys my all. I'll tell you everything I know, including information on the outside and the inside. Who are you? Actually, who the fuck is Monokuma? I don't know. Like, it doesn't make sense. It just... How are they... like, the Izuru thing has been revealed. And I don't know... It's interesting that they mentioned this Izuru thing. Like, I don't know if this Izuru character is going to be Monokuma. But... I don't even know. I don't know!
Yeah!
I'll raise the flags like crazy! Does that mean we're gonna suddenly be able to go to, like, everywhere all at once? Oh, all of a sudden we're on the 4th floor, okay. Huh? It changed to a different hallway again. What's so sudden? What's going on to make something like this happen? It's interesting. This is gonna be a long investigation because I imagine we're gonna go through every floor. Not every room, but every floor. Oh, did I miss? I don't know if I said the line there. No, I've already decided that I'm not going to be surprised. That's right. There's no time for me to be surprised by something like this. Alright. So we can't go in the chem lab yet. Can't go in 4B. Can't go in 4A. I love how they are mixing up the effects. Can't go in the data lab. I bet we're not going to be able to at all. Can't go there. Oh, music hall was on the 4th floor. Okay, it was 4th floor. I thought music hall was the 5th floor, honestly. But, that's pretty funny looking, that cube. Let me just make sure that no other rooms we can access yet. Unsurprisingly, we can't go in the office or the headmaster's office. Chem. Yeah, okay, so the only room we can go into, it looks like, is in fact the, okay, let's talk to Akane first. Akane's twitching her nose like a beast and examining her surroundings. Hey, what happened?
Based on my gut feeling.
Well, you know, it's just my gut, but I feel like someone's getting closer. Huh? What do you mean, who?
So...
I don't know, it's just my gut after all.
It's just my gut.
Huh. So when we get to the 1st floor, maybe Monokuma's like the trial room. Maybe we're gonna go down to the trial room and find someone. Or maybe we're gonna go to the vault and find this. I don't know. They keep saying someone like it's singular though. But still, her gut is pretty impressive. For some reason, it's strangely intuitive. She's not been right every time, but she has a pretty good track record. Monokuma did say something about the main cast coming, yep. It's surprising, but her gut must be correct again this time. Yep. Alright, let's fucking go to the music room and fucking kill ourselves, I guess. Oh my god, I swear to god, I doubt Fuyuhiko's sister is actually gonna be here, but could you fucking imagine if she was? What in the hell? There are 2 very interesting things here. Also, just the walls are cool, too. This looks like the music room. I'm not gonna try to read that. I feel like I could see something strange. Yeah, the monument is clearly that. Is there anything else? Let's start with the piano. It's a very nice-looking grand piano. It might be very valuable. The Buki might have been able to play this. Yeah. I'm tempted to click the hologram. The fact that there's a hologram is terrifying, but let's go to this monument thing. I'm not gonna try to read it. I'm gonna ignore what it says. Looks like it's some sort of monument. Why would there be a monument in a music room? And not just that, the mark engraved into the monument is the symbol of the Future Foundation, right? Yep. Below that symbol, there's a short passage engraved. Okay. To combat the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, the graduates of Hope's Peak Academy were among the many who established the Future Foundation. Huh. Huh. The Future Foundation was established by the graduates of Hope's Peak Academy? Aren't they known as World Ender? This is completely different. Monokuma, he completely made it up. Huh. So the Future Foundation is probably Makoto and company. It's probably Makoto, Kyoko, Byakuya, Hirohina, and Toko. At the very least, probably the four of them. Makoto, Kyoko, Byakuya, and Toko. Because those four, I don't know about Hiro and Hina, but those four I feel like definitely would do something like that. Toko mainly because she would go with Byakuya, but... Huh. By graduates, I bet they mean the 6. I bet they mean the main cast. It only makes sense. But I don't know, we'll see. Okay, what's this hologram? It's all in Japanese. What is this? Words are floating in the air. This is like a hologram, right? The floating letters are forming a sentence. It looks like a passage from an email. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we have obtained information. A person who claims to be a survivor of Hope's Peak Academy. Upon further investigation, there are a total of 15 survivors. Huh. Oh, I assume this is talking about the first, the killing school life people, and then they put them in... Aw, but that doesn't really add up with Junko and Mukuro's plan and what we learned from Junko. You may be wondering about the number of people at this time. If they're survivors of Hope's Peak Academy, it's possible they may be targeted by ultimate despair. We believe we should acquire them and place them in our care as soon as possible. Oh, this is probably talking about... Then this is probably a Future Foundation email that's talking about the students from Danganronpa 2. Though I don't believe the group can go that far without Junko Enoshima rallying them. Okay, so Junko's dead. In a worst-case scenario, we must prevent a repeat of the killing school life. Also, if they are survivors of Hope's Peak Academy, we should expect them to be quite valuable to us. Yeah, this has got to be the Future Foundation. However, we are still investigating the details of their origins, and we haven't located them either. We will continue investigating this matter. Also, regarding a separate matter, we have received a report from the research facility on Jabberwock Island. Preparations have been completed. It seems we can proceed with the experimental phase of the Neo World program. Yep, the New World. Literally the New World. So they created like a new world. And that was what we were in. Survivors of Hope's Peak Academy? 15 students. Is that about us? Well, we had 16, but Chiaki was never a student, so we did have 15, because Chiaki was the Future Foundation spy, the Future Foundation. I feel like spy is a better word than traitor, but Chiaki's the Future Foundation traitor, so yeah, the other 15 would have been the Hope's Peak students. Excluding Chiaki, who was part of the Future Foundation, there were definitely 15 of us, but what does survivors mean? Exactly what it means. It's like they're talking from some other world. They are. What happened outside Jabberwock Island? The end of the world. If the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is really true, then the world isn't normal anymore? Maybe? I'm starting to feel like we might be better off not remembering the memories we've lost. Yeah, and that's what that's the path that Monokuma's leading you down, for sure. Hope. I love how that just says hope. I love how almost all these truth bullets, like the pictures, are just like random nonsense. According to the Future Foundation report, there are apparently 15 people who are identified as the survivors of Hope's Peak Academy, and that's got to be the 15 of us. I guess that's all the clues in this room. It's finally confirmed. The Future Foundation is on our side, at least. They were founded by the graduates of Hope's Peak Academy, and they took us in to protect us. But if that's true, Chiaki should have made that clear to us she wasn't allowed to because of how she was programmed. No. And there's that too. No. As long as Monokuma was around, she probably couldn't say anything carelessly. Yeah, that too. Monokuma, if he's the Future Foundation's enemy, then his true identity must be the ultimate despairs who caused the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The ones who are carrying out the will of Junko Enoshima are making us go through this. That's definitely what the game's implying. I'm not even 100% confident on that, though. Also, this caught my attention in the email, too. What is this research facility on Jabberwock Island mentioned in the email? What's that about? How they created the fake world. The only future Foundation facility we found was that ancient ruin. There's no way that's the research facility. It's probably the building we could never find. That was their headquarters. It also could have been Sea King Industries, but... there really is a research facility on this island. There should be other future Foundation members here. Somehow, there's still so many mysteries. Yeah? Alright, let's see. Are we still on the 4th floor? Yes, we're still on the 4th floor, so we unlocked a new room now. As is tradition now. What did we unlock? Ooh, we unlocked the office. Interesting. Let me just double check and make sure we haven't unlocked anything else. Yep, all of this is locked. Yep. Yep, just gotta make sure. Yep, data lab's locked. Bathrooms are locked. Okay, it looks like, yeah, we have not unlocked any other rooms, so... we are gonna go into the office now. Let's see what's in the office. There's a picture again! This feels different from a classroom.
Maybe...
It's probably the office, right? I mean, the room kind of has that stuffy teacher vibe to it. The office, huh? Now that you mention it, it does look like that.
well...
More importantly, have you seen Miss Sonia? I don't see her anywhere. How much longer is this guy gonna be obsessed with Sonia? Give it up already. I see a picture of Hiyoko. List of subjects. Okay, Hiyoko Saionji, and there's a picture of her. And then Hajime Inada, Chiaki Nanami, Kazuichi Soda, 4. Nagito Komaeda, Gundam Tanaka, Ultimate Imposters, 7. Teruteru Anamoru, Nekomaru Nidai, Fuyuhiko Kuzuryu, 10. Akane Owari, Sonia Nevermind, Peko Yama, 13. Mahiru Koizumi, Mikan Sumiki, Ibuki Miyoda. So that's 16, and that's including Chiaki. And they actually have a picture of her as well. So we have a few things to look at, but let's talk to Kazuichi first, and there's another Monokuma.
Huh? Are you serious?
I think I found 3 of those, guys.
This is bad. I mean...
Wow, what if something happens to me when Miss Sonia isn't looking? What the fuck? Alright, I want to look at the picture. Oh, no, I can't. The blackboard is all part of that. Okay, and there's a message. Let's go with the blackboard first. Very interesting stuff there. Interesting that Hiyoko's, there's a like an emphasis on Hiyoko and like some sort of weird article or document with her picture. There's something written on the blackboard. What's written here? All of your names. List of subjects is written on the blackboard in large letters. Just below that are names I've seen before. Yeah, the newspaper's interesting. Oh, okay, we can. An extremely overwhelming portrait is hanging on the wall. I feel like I've seen it before, but the name etched in the placard says, Hope's Peak Academy founder, Izuru Kamukura. It was the same name. I was pretty sure. The founder of Hope's Peak Academy, and this name, Izuru Kamukura. Doesn't this clearly contradict the information I obtained earlier? It seemingly would, so how do we make this make sense? Damn it, another mystery. Yeah, the Academy's founder. Does it say anything of interest on this? Probably not. Probably a very basic one. Yeah. What does that mean is the question. And the other thing to check out, let me just make sure. Yep, the other thing to check out is this newspaper with Hiyoko. There's a newspaper post on the blackboard. Below that, Hiyoko Saionji is written there. What is this newspaper? She looks older. That is not our Hiyoko. What the fuck? That is a fully grown Hiyoko. What is this? It says Miss Hiyoko Saionji. This can't mean the same Hiyoko, right? What is going on? And yeah, of course, you see that word future over there. I mean, the Hiyoko we knew was like 2 feet tall. She was much smaller and looked more childlike. It was pretty much her defining feature. Yep. But the photo in this newspaper, in a way I can see the resemblance to Hiyoko, but her height and figure is too different from the Hiyoko we knew. What does this mean? What does this mean?
Huh?
This lady looks pretty mature. Is she Hiyoko's older sister or something? No, it says Hiyoko Saionji here. Oh, then Hiyoko has an older sister with the same first and last name? An older sister with the same first and last name?
I mean,
That's the only explanation, right? I mean, look at it for yourself. That's not Hiyoko. But did you ever hear her mention an older sister?
man.
Well, it's not like I was that close to her or anything.
Wrong.
She doesn't have an older sister. Hiyoko is the Saionji family's only daughter. She didn't have a sister, then a relative? No, there's still too much of a resemblance.
What are you saying?
That's Hiyoko. Huh?
Of course not!
What are you saying? Hiyoko doesn't have a curvy body like this. I would have been perving on her the whole game. Until she died. I mean, she was famous for her childlike figure. She got away with all kinds of crap for looking like that.
Well,
I don't know what to tell you. Maybe she had a growth spurt? What are you saying? She's already dead. There's no way she could have had a growth spurt. What does this mean? I don't know. I really don't know. So she's older. So it means everyone in this game is older. And I'm wondering... So I don't understand the founder of Hope Speak Academy thing. But I wonder if Izuru currently looks like that old man. Like that's his current age. And that's like supposed to be a weird implication that we're older too or something. I don't know. But I don't know. Like, I don't know what this means. Yeah, Monokuma's having a field day with this.
today I'm feeling white.
Ah, you're feeling white, huh? That's a new line. Well, regardless, all the clues I've provided are true. If they weren't, it wouldn't be fair.
What's going on?
What the heck? This is the truth? This is the truth. Then the Hiyoko in this newspaper is our Hiyoko. Is he really saying this is the same person? He didn't say it was the same person. He said that is Hiyoko Saionji. Which means that the Hiyoko Saionji we've been with isn't necessarily Hiyoko Saionji. It's possible that none of us are who we think we are. Because if it's a simulation, there can be like a lot of weird things going on here. We could be playing characters. Like, I don't know. I don't know. But it's weird. But that's impossible. I mean, how could there be a photo of a grown-up Hiyoko when she's already dead? Why does this even exist? Yeah, this is a little bit different than the old school photos where we'd look, you know, consistent at least.
Hey, hey!
Could it be related to that list of subjects over there? Huh?
This is bad.
If it says subjects, maybe it means there was some kind of experiment, right? Did that experiment change Hiyoko's body? Oh, what am I saying? Just saying it out loud, it sounds messed up. What experiment? If it's some kind of experiment, it would mean that we're also test subjects, right? I mean, our names are also written on the blackboard under that list of subjects. But what kind of experiment was it?
What's going on?
It better not have anything to do with time travel. Yeah, the word future's been thrown around a lot. I love how it was just ... Yeah, it better not have anything to do with time travel, but imagine if it did. Huh. Alright, let's look at the next hologram then. Nothing else to look at, it looks like. Make it sure, yeah. There are letters floating in the air, like the music room from earlier. Looks like a passage from an email someone wrote. I think it's the same one from earlier. Guess I should read it. We understand this matter regarding the survivors. In order to safely acquire them, please do your best to continue your investigation. However, you must exercise extreme caution concerning the remnants of despair. Even though they have lost Junko and Enoshima, the fact remains that they are incredibly dangerous. Even after her death, the tragedy has not ended. Perhaps there is still a leader on par with Junko Enoshima. As long as we do nothing about the remnants of despair, we will not be able to end this incident. For this reason, the remnants of despair must be immediately eliminated once they are discovered. Everything is for the sake of a shining future. Yep, that sounds like the Future Foundation. Immediately eliminated? Does this mean this is an order to kill them? I mean, we have been playing Kill Command. That didn't sound peaceful at all. Well, I guess that's understandable. If the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is as terrible as it sounds, it's pretty much all-out war. If the remnants of despair are the ones waging that war, there's no way they'd be forgiven that easily. Yeah, now we have, what did we have? Was it Remnants of Hope, or what was the other one called? God damn it, not the Presence. It was called the Academy Survivor. Oh. Just has to do with hope. And the Remnants of Despair. Unless they're, the Remnants of Despair still exist. Unless they are stopped, the tragedy will never end. Huh. Interesting. Okay, with this, you've totally raised all the flags on this floor! Congratulations, Hajime! You shall now go on to the next stage of this video game! Next stage? It means when we leave, we'll be on floor 3. Yep. Whoa. Damn it, not again! Well, this whole thing is glitchy. Hallway is different from the last time. I guess when that flag Monokuma mentioned is raised, I moved to a different hallway than the last. How can he do that? No, now's not the time to be confused by that. Thinking about it is just going to waste my energy. God, this is just fucked. Yeah, we can't go in the art room. Man, this is like extra glitchy. It's like the further we go, the glitchier it gets, I guess. Okay, we can't go in the physics lab. That's a little disappointing. That would have been funny. Yeah, we can't. Huh. Okay, there's nothing else. Okay, what am I? Oh, this is what I was missing. All the way down here. That's concerning. The rec room, huh? Are we gonna find a dead body? 3A, 3B. Wow, that's actually really cool. I bet the people who designed this game had so much fun with the, the late game stuff. Here we go. Time to go in the rec room. Play a game with Celeste, I guess. Or... Nagi, what the fuck? Confidential file, that's all it says, okay. There's a billboard table, a dartboard, and a shelf lined with magazines. It's hard to think a room like this actually exists inside a school. Okay, so we have a hologram. Sofa, huh? It's a nice firm-looking leather sofa. It looks like it'd be comfortable for anyone to sleep on. I wonder if there's gonna be something in the magazines, actually, now that I think about it. What the fuck? Alright, let's look at the magazines, actually. There's a lot of different magazines here. Fashion, motorcycles, music, martial arts, sports, computers, travel. There's even a magazine about cameras. My Yuri would have been happy to see this. Okay, there's nothing there of importance. I don't know if I should read the hologram or the file first. Let's try the hologram this time. This hologram again. What's this one say? It looks like another email passage. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we have finally succeeded in acquiring them and have placed them in our care. Though they were all dispersed, we were successful in acquiring all 15 of them. Due to the fact that we are unable to ask them about specific details, it is unknown how they managed to survive the tragedy. It's been reported that some are wounded, so it seems certain that they survived under harsh conditions. Over the course of our detailed investigation, we determined that they are the same age as the others. So we have decided to entrust them to the survivors of the killing school life. Holy shit. As for the remnants of despair, there are still no solid leads regarding this matter, and we have no new information to report. We will continue with the investigation. Once they are discovered, we shall eliminate them immediately. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope. Huh. Yeah. So we were left in the hands of the survivors. So we were left in hands of, again, Byakuya, Toko, Hiro, Hina, Kyoko, and Makoto. It says here that they succeeded in acquiring them and have placed them in our care. That means we should have been protected by the Future Foundation, right? Then why is this happening? If the Future Foundation was protecting us, why were we forced to kill each other on this island? Well, I guess it's not possible the Future Foundation set this all up.
What's this?
My, Hajime, if you keep worrying like that, you're gonna get a toothache and collapse. It's your fault. What is this hologram thing anyway?
Hey,
It's exactly what it looks like. They're the Future Foundation's emails. I thought they made the perfect clues, so I did a little bit of hacking here and there to get them. You can even do that? Whoever's controlling you seems to possess many talents. Yep, Izuru.
no.
Well, who cares about me anyway? That's not important at all. Yeah, the implication is that Izuru is controlling Monokuma. No way that's not important. His true identity should connect everything to what's happening right now. Yeah, it's gotta be Izuru. Like, that's the implication. It's a file with Hope's Peak Academy's seal on it. It says confidential. That means this is a big secret, right? Why would an important document be here? Why am I even asking a question like that? Obviously, Monokuma is responsible. Anyway, I need to confirm what's inside the file. About the Hope Cultivation Plan. Okay, so this is going to be about... For many years, Hope's Peak Academy has conducted rigorous research into various talents. The Hope Cultivation Plan seeks to use the fruits of our labor to further our true goal. With our hands, we will birth a true hope that will bring hope to the entire world. Truly, the program is the next innovation in providing the ultimate education. This plan has been the Academy's wish since its foundation, so we must succeed at all costs. What followed was a series of detailed instructions and intricate orders. It was full of difficult technical terms, and I had no idea what any of them meant. However, the word true hope left a strong impression on my mind for some reason. The Hope Cultivation Plan was created for the sake of birthing true hope. Hope's Peak Academy was behind something like that? It sounds very Nagito. I don't really get it, but there's something about these words. Yeah, it reminds you of someone. True hope, huh? It sounds very Nagito. I don't know what that means, but it sounds very Nagito. Oh, wow. Oh, God. Looks like I'm in a different hallway again. So that was all on the... And now we're going 8-bit. Now we can see code. What's this theme called? Something 8-bit bug? Oh, kill command 8-bit bug. Oh, this is really cool. Oh, it fixed itself. And there it goes. I'm pretty much used to it by now, but even so... What is this space? Am I dreaming or something? I mean, this is just totally disconnected from reality. Oh my god. Oh good god. Oh good god, there's Akane glitching out of existence. This song is great. What in the world? Hey Akane.
It smells.
It's close. It's very close. It's on the first floor. Someone is coming. Akane's twitching her nose and examining her surroundings.
Based on my gut feeling.
They're definitely real close. At least that's what my gut is telling me. Then answer this with your gut. Is it an enemy or an ally? Let's see. My gut feeling is...
Well,
they're both! What the fuck does that mean?
Yo,
He's right. They're both. Both? What do you mean?
You.
I don't know any details, it's just my gut after all. Well, that's true, I guess. Maybe that means they're Future Foundation? Again, my best guess is the survivors of the Killing School Life, or at least one of them. Okay, so it looks like we're supposed to go in the library. This is such a mindfuck. They must have had so much fun reversing this. Holy shit. I wonder what we're gonna find in the library. I imagine we're gonna read a book or something. God, we're so close. This is great. I'm having a blast. I have no idea, honestly, how long we've been recording. We've been going for a while for sure, though. I can feel it. But we're getting close to some big stuff. I don't know how long I'm gonna go for, but I have another 4 hours if I want to. Assuming there is a trial, I think there's no way I finish the game, but I might make it up to the trial, potentially. This must be a library. Monokuma probably left something here, too. I should hurry up and find it. It looks like there's nothing I can click on. I can't even, like, click on any of this. I can only click on the hologram, apparently. This hologram again. Must be another one of the Future Foundation's emails. I should read it. There's no doubt that's another clue. To Future Foundation, 14th Division, Makoto Naegi! Where are you guys? What are you doing right now? What you're doing is a serious act of treason. Do you understand? Why are you protecting the remnants of despair? Are we the remnants of despair? What is happening? It should be abundantly clear to you how dangerous it is to keep these people alive. Stay calm and think about this carefully. You guys are being lied to. Think carefully about what's important to bring the light of hope to the world. Oh my god, to see that fucking name. Somehow, as excited as I was to see the name Junko Enoshima, it's somehow so much realer to see the name Makoto Naegi. Holy shit. The 6 of you joined the Future Foundation because you agreed with our ideals, right? Yep, we're talking about Hina, Hiro, Toko, Byakuya, Kyoko, and Makoto. The Future Foundation rescued you from the tragedy you survived and cooperated with recovering your memories. Immediately return the remnants of despair to our headquarters. Unless we eliminate them, the tragedy will never end. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope. Holy shit. So, Makoto and the others were protecting the remnants of despair from the Future Foundation, because they didn't believe they deserved to be murdered. Huh. Interesting. Who the fuck are the remnants of despair? What does this mean? This email suggests that someone was trying to let the remnants of despair escape. This email is addressed to Makoto Naegi, but he's with the Future Foundation, right? Then why was he trying to protect the remnants of despair? Did he betray the Future Foundation? Holy shit. Email to Makoto has been added to our truth bullets. And more details on the remnants of despair. We're getting a lot of updates on the remnants of despair. I want to actually read this again. Oh. Wait, really? Maybe it didn't apply yet. Okay, maybe if I do it now. Yeah, that's insane. Email to Makoto. Huh, that's actually it. Interesting. They still exist. That's okay, yeah. Well, no, that didn't really update anything, though. Huh. This is so interesting. Trying to piece this together. I have not really pieced this together much at all. Okay, now that we clicked that, is there anything else? Is that really it? Oh my god. Are we gonna be on the first floor? Okay, we're still on the second floor. So we have another room to check out on the second floor. That's good to see. Okay, so we have to go to 2B, it looks like. But we're just gonna make sure. We're just gonna check the other rooms and make sure there isn't any other room that the game wants us to go to. Yeah, it's pretty simple on here. And yeah, there's Akane just still glitching out like crazy. This is so cool. As a huge fan of stuff like Doki, like this is so cool. I love this like mechanic. It is. I love how it just says 2B. It doesn't even say class. What in the world? That was a very slow. That is not class 2B. We're on the first floor. We're on the fucking first floor. Holy shit. Huh? Didn't I walk into a classroom? I don't really get it, but this looks like the laundry room. There's no use worrying about it, but I was in a school and now I'm suddenly in a laundry room. You're still in the school. And we can't press the... Oh, hi Monokuma. I don't remember that ever being there. It probably was.
No.
Maybe I never panned that far to the right. I don't remember ever seeing that thing. So it looks like we can't actually press the, looks like we have to press the tablet PC. We can't actually press the Junko magazines. This looks like a tablet computer. It looks like the power is on too. Is this the next clue? I picked up the tablet and immediately started examining what's gonna be on here. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Top secret Neo World program. Yep. Neo World program. This word, Neo World, it means new world. I seem to recall hearing it and seeing it a few times already. That is the world. Like, literally. The Neo World program has another name. You can see the US and Canada on the right. You can see, like, Australia and Japan and China, India, a bunch of places, Russia. Can't really see Europe in this angle, but... Psychotherapeutic communication simulator. Well, I mean, it's been obvious for a long time, but that confirms it. The Neo World program is built with the most recent psychotherapy technology and administrative software. To develop the Neo World program, individuals such as the ultimate programmer, the ultimate neurologist, and the ultimate therapist, interesting, were among the many talented people whose research results were utilized. So interesting, the ultimate neurologist and the ultimate therapist. I wonder if we're gonna meet one or both of those characters, maybe in Danganronpa V3, possibly? I don't know. I don't know how Danganronpa, like, how this is gonna have another game. Like, I don't know where this is going, but I'm very curious I wonder if we're gonna meet those characters, or maybe in backstory, maybe in Danganronpa 0, or in one of the other materials I'm gonna read. Maybe we meet some of these characters. Interesting. By mounting a device to the cranium, the Neo World program allows its subjects to experience a synthetic virtual world. Yep. Okay. Additionally, the Neo World program has another feature. It can replace memories formed in the real world with information contained in the synthetic virtual world. Wait, are we saying that both games were using the Neo World program? Because that would then explain how Junko stole the memories of the first cast. Therefore, it is possible to undo trauma sustained in the real world through the use of the virtual world. Interesting. However, this device is for psychotherapeutics purposes only. Any other use is expressly forbidden. Though it is highly effective in treating brainwashing, abusing the device risks total personality destruction. Thus, extreme care must be exercised when operating the program. Huh. Wow. Slowly, everything around me turned black. Synthetic, virtual, world, program. A feeling of emptiness, like everything is being tainted. And that was the moment when Hajime figured it all out. A feeling of weakness, like the world is collapsing beneath my feet. Everything is starting to feel meaningless. The desperate attempts, the sad goodbyes, the conflicts, the trust I felt until now, it's all disappearing until all I feel is despair. Ah! I don't really want to go full out with that. I screamed loudly as if I was confirming the sound of my own voice. No way I can accept this. I am starting to accept that. There's no way something as crazy as this actually exists.
Nice!
You gotta raise the flags more in order to clear my character out. Now then, despair is waiting for you. Impossible. This is impossible. It's all made up. Everything is all made up. Made up? Including me too. What in the literal fuck? I mean, we've known this for quite a while that it was something like that, but like, good God, this game. And like, where is this fucking ending going? What are we about to see? We're on the first floor.
Hiya!
Monokuma Theater without an A. Monokuma Theater. And there's like weird glitches and the music's different. Hey! How are you doing? Did you enjoy the killing school trip? By the way, do you guys remember the speech I made at the beginning to enjoy the game to the fullest? From this point on, I promise you a world that truly deserves to be called a game. Woohoo! You guys are the only ones watching this who can save them. The end of the world is nigh. What you gonna do? What's gonna happen? I think I want to save just in case. What is about to happen, actually? Yeah, Island Life, Deadly Life investigation. What the fuck does that even mean? Isn't it exciting? Isn't it heart-throbbing? Look forward to it. What? It's just code. Oh God. Is this the first floor? This hallway. When we first arrived here, I walked down this hallway from the classroom to get to the gym. I don't really see a resemblance, but... Oh my God. This is so trippy. What the fuck? Okay, we can't go in there. We can't go in there. Can't go in the nurse's office. I have a feeling I know which room we're gonna be able to go into. It's gonna be the frickin' trial room, isn't it? It's gonna be the frickin' trial room. Can't go in there. Oh, hi, Sonia. But yeah, we can't go in the third eye room, it looks like.
Well?
Are you familiar with the placebo effect and the nocebo effect? Huh? The placebo effect is when your health improves after taking a fake medicine that you believe is real. And the nocebo effect is the exact opposite. Which means as long as the human brain controls all other bodily functions... If the brain believes something is real, it will become real. Why would you bring that up all of a sudden?
Huh? Oh my.
Huh? I am not sure. I do not fully understand. It's like I was just a program all along. What the heck? Yeah, it's almost like we're implying that even the characters that we've been here this whole time with aren't real. That's a glitch and a half. Oh, that's actually Monokuma. The moment you discover that the truth was a lie, all hope will disappear. Oh God, we can go in 1B. That's not the room I thought we could go into. So this is actually like it's here, but it's still glitchy. I wonder if that means it's going to be relevant, but we have to unlock it once we go in 1B first. Back to where we started, I assume. Classroom 1B. Big object. Generating monocores. File read in 4 seconds. Warning, the renderer Zetsubo render. I believe Zetsubo means despair, but is not a registered renderer. Renderer will not air. No object matches name future system.chr. Character? Does that mean Chiaki? Warning, the renderer Zetsubo renderer is not a registered renderer. Renderer will not... Warning, the currently active tab is not a scene tab. This icon size change operation is no Z2 world Kibu Gan 9, I don't know what that is, /266 1F classroom B, yep, scenes B9 266-00 mono, command port, security warning, name, command port default, update render UI, create world, model Island 00. Create Kibuganine passage number 1. Build classroom. Yeah, so it's all the code that's used to make this is the point. That's what we're seeing. Very interesting. And then we have big object, which literally is just a floating object. Is this floating? That's impossible. There's no way something this big would be floating like this. But what in the world is it? And the moment I looked at that object... This is new music. It's a door? Oh, it's code. Ones and zeros, yep. And they're rewriting. What in the fuck? That's Chiaki. Fujisaki Chiaki. Age unknown, height unknown, weight unknown. Not female. Wow, wow. Air, no identifier. Linked. Hopping success. Mapping success. Welcome. Welcome to the Neo World program. Per person, so this is supposed to be either alter ego or like a different form of alter ego. Yeah, even the theme is actually called alter ego of the New World. Alter ego of the New World. Yep. A floating person is talking to me? Who is it? No, is this even a person in the first place? I'm not quite a person. Oh. I'm actually gonna, I don't know, it's doing the beep, so I don't know if I should do Chihiro's voice that I did for Alter Ego, like a proper Chihiro, or just, like robot voice. I think I'm gonna do robot voice. I am not quite a person. I'm simply an artificial intelligence program. It would make me happy if you called me Alter Ego. That is the name my master gave me when he created me. It can talk? But what are you? Alter Ego, Artificial Intelligence Program. I am the master program behind the Neo World program. I'm responsible for creating and overseeing this world. However, only the observer has the authority to directly influence you guys. I can't actually exert much influence. In fact, my existence is one that you don't normally meet. I'm sort of like an apartment manager or something. Wow. I may oversee the entire apartment building, but I lack the power to manage individual rooms. But the virus has infected everything I'm supposed to be managing. And because of that, this world I'm managing is acting very peculiar. Hold on! My brain can't follow what you're saying. Let me gather my thoughts first. Damn it. It's that feeling from earlier again. Nothing's real. Despair. Yep. This floating. Like my feet are hovering above the floor. It's like I can't feel my feet or the ground. Like I can't even believe my own existence because it isn't real. Hey, you should know, right? Where is this place? Tell me, what is the Neo World program? The Neo World program has omitted the data collection procedure for shaping the entire world. As such, only the data we collected during the experimental stage is being utilized. Specifically, that means the data detailing Jabberwock Island, where this research facility is located. That is why the previous Jabberwock Island cityscape was restored. Ergo, if I am to answer your question, where is this place? The answer would be mostly Jabberwock Island. Certain portions of it are different depending on the circumstances. For example, this school you're in. It appears this space is entirely under the virus's influence. That's probably why I'm appearing before you too. However, even without the virus, these circumstances are a bit unnatural. It seems the launch was rushed, and because of that, there wasn't enough time to collect any data. I'm sorry, I don't really know the circumstances of the outside world. Please forgive me. After all, I'm simply the overseer of the Neo World program. Most of its words, I understood what they meant, but I couldn't understand what was being said. There was no way for me to acknowledge it as the truth. It would make much more sense if this was a fictional world. Wait, Are you saying this world is a fictional world? I feel like I can't believe what's going on here. This missing sense of reality. All the mysteries, all the truths, they're all just fiction? Is that? Even so, I need to know. I need to know what this world is. Hey, can you tell me? Hey, can you tell me? What was the Neo World program used for in the first place? The Neo World program serves only one purpose. It is used to make the real world a splendid one. Yeah, it's to make the fucked up world into something that isn't so fucked up. I guess you can say it's a program for creating hope. A program for creating hope. But the fact that we're here and the fact that we don't have our memories is exactly what created that hope. And that's the parallel to the first game, because unlike the first game, they created hope for hope's sake, whereas Junko created hope for despair's sake. But ironically, the Future Foundation used the same method as Junko to get the opposite result. They just, you know, to basically, but yeah, this is really sus. That's all the program's fault, right? Deleting memory is the first step towards replacing memory. Replacing memory data is one of the features of the Neo World program. With the installed memory control unit, it is possible to remove any time period you set it to. And from there, you upload the memories obtained in the virtual world. Removing memories of any time period you set it to? So Monokuma was right. We did lose our school memories. But why? Why us? Why were our school memories taken away? There's a reason for that, right? That is a mystery to me, too. Booting the program on the survivors of Hope's Peak Academy while it's still in its experimental stage. I'm sure there was a very good reason. It was like a last-ditch effort, because just the remnants of despair had, like, fucked everything? I don't know. But unfortunately, I don't know what's happening in the outside world. I'm sorry. Are you saying we're lab rats? It's possible. That's the only thing I could think of. It sounds like we're just lab rats. Future Foundation did that to us? They're trying to save the world, right? Or is the Future Foundation not our ally? I'm sorry, I can't provide that much help. Oh, that's such a cute face. If only we could see the actual Chihiro. If only I was more reliable. And yeah, that's like the traits of Chihiro there. I wouldn't have lost my authority to a virus like this. All these new words make my head feel like it's about to burst. That's the thing, like, this Monokuma is a good enough coder to hack the Neo World program and hack Alter Ego, essentially. Or break through Alter Ego. Which only further implies that it has to be Izuru because he was just great at everything, but I don't know what that means, and why is he old? Like, what does any of this mean? I don't know. Can you tell me more about the Observer and that virus? Well, for this session, the Neo World program was programmed to house 15 people along with 2 monitors. That was Monami and Chiaki. 2 monitors? Yep, Monami and Chiaki. Yeah, they were disguised as a teacher and one of the students. They were intended to guide the participants in this way. By the end, the observer in the teacher role has been given the authority to influence you all. Yeah, by the way. But the observer in the student's role was not. They weren't given any special authority at all, so they'd seem the same as everyone else. What kind of authority does the teacher role have? As an example, the teacher creates the rules of this world and manages them. If the teacher is properly managing the rules they've created, there is no risk of abuse. But because of the virus infecting everything, that has changed. It changed this world where violence shouldn't have existed in the first place. The Neo World program would have promised eternal peace, but it wouldn't have been real. So would it have truly been worth it? And I wonder if that somewhat leans into potentially where you have the issues between Makoto and company and the rest of the Future Foundation. But just like the outside world, it's become a world filled with violence and death. But what is that virus? I don't really know the details behind its true identity, but that function is beyond my capabilities. No matter how much I try to stop it, it behaves as if it already knows what I'm attempting to do. In the end, it stole the portion of my abilities which contained my authority to build the world. It was like it was a grandmaster chess player. I desperately tried to fight back so it wouldn't have complete control. But even so, a portion of the world has been modified at its convenience. She's probably talking about Monokuma Rock and the Funhouse. Based on what she's saying, it sounds like she's on the receiving end of a one-sided attack. But Alter Ego should be an impressive artificial intelligence that the Future Foundation created, yeah, based off of Chihiro. I could tell that just by communicating with her. Which means this supposed virus is so smart that it surpasses this Alter Ego? If so, does that virus possess an artificial intelligence just like her? It's possible. Damn it, what the heck? An artificial intelligence waging an attack against another one? That's so freaking irritating and like way beyond my comprehension. But how did that virus infect the Neo World program? The Neo World program exists in isolation. It's impossible it was infected through a network. I'm fairly certain someone physically uploaded it. Physically? Perhaps someone secretly brought an external memory drive containing the virus into the facility and directly uploaded it into the main computer where the Neo World program is installed. Based on my calculations, that's most likely what happened, because literally nothing else makes any sense, and I'm loving these old school Danganronpa themes. It was brought to the Future Foundation's facility. The only person who can enter that facility is someone who is a member of the Future Foundation. I swear to God, if it was Makoto. It might have been. Damn it, what am I thinking? Why am I just assuming that what I just heard is the truth? Ugh, I was derpy on that line. Why am I assuming that what I just heard is the truth? Why am I assuming that everything is a lie? Yeah, it's obviously, yeah, Chiaki and Monomi. Does it not straight up say that? Yeah. Yeah, Monokuma took that role from Monomi. Okay, what do we have on the Neo World program at this point? Program created by the Future Foundation. It allows its subjects to experience a synthetic virtual world. It can replace memories formed in the real world with information contained in the synthetic virtual world. Therefore, it is possible to undo trauma sustained in the real world through the use of the virtual world. It was a program for creating hope, but it became filled with death and violence after the virus infected it. Interesting. But it's true that the virus is powerful, and then I'm completely overwhelmed by it. But I'm still able to defend the essential areas. So it has a limit too. A limit? If it took over an observer, then it has to follow the rules of an observer. Such as, in order to end the program and release everyone, I need to follow the correct procedure and...
Hey, come on now.
Okay, even if you're just a god in the machine, that's enough hints from you.
How strange.
You're gonna say something more. Suppose that you exist between life and death. The death of yourself is inevitable. If so, it can be parallel to the deflection based on the definition of existence that constitutes the relationship. From there, the paradigm change results by being cut off rapidly and causes a situation where your own existence is unobservable and accelerates and crosses with the joint ownership of the world, and the situation from the context invites your death, 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 death. Well, that was very complex, but I kind of find Monokuma speaking like that very interesting. More death. Hey? Death, 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 death. And more death, and more death, and more death. Oh my god. Oh, it's literally just nothing. And again. Oh my god. That's fucking Makoto! What on earth? What the heck? That's Makoto. That's fucking Makoto. What is going on? Oh my god, we actually have a shadow. I swear to god. What just happened? You're right there, aren't you? Someone is right there, right? Huh? I should have probably did Alter Ego's voice for Alter Ego, but I don't really want to do robot voices for multiple characters. Who are you? Are you different from the earlier one? Maybe he can't hear my voice from this side? I'm currently talking to the world through Alter Ego. Ever since you guys vanished into that space, the video's feedback has been pretty distorted. But even so, we were forced to watch you this entire time. Huh? The things you guys were forced to do, we were forced to watch it. Forced to watch us? I really wanted to save you right away, but because of the virus's interference, I couldn't. Our orders are no longer being accepted, including shutdown requests. The Neo World program is beyond our control now. In that world, that person created an independent country that doesn't accept outside interference. But Alter Ego created an opportunity for me to speak to you directly. If this means that's working, then it means that the person I need to talk to is right there. I hope. Looks like this guy can't even hear me or see me. Just, who is this guy anyway? Makoto Naegi, baby. Is he our ally? Since there's no time, I'm going to say what I need to say and believe you're there listening to me. But first, I should apologize to everyone. I know apologizing won't help, but we didn't imagine something like this would happen. We never expected such an atrocious virus was lurking inside the Neo World program. But that's entirely our fault. It's our responsibility for not realizing it until it was too late. But it's not just the virus either. I can't say for sure that the program didn't have any problems in the first place. To tell you the truth, I was unsure about whether or not to run the program on you guys. This was the only way to save you all. I wanted to save you guys. Yeah, I think we're the remnants of despair. I really think we are the remnants of despair. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. That's gotta be it, right? We're the remnants of despair because Makoto desperately wanted to save us, even though the Future Foundation wanted to kill us. But then, Chiaki and Monami were there to protect us. That doesn't make sense. So actually, I don't know. No, that doesn't make sense. So I don't know what this is then. Save us? What did he want to save us from? Why would this save us? You've already seen the password to enter the graduation exam ground, right? You know, 11037. Yep, Leon. 11037. That's the number we found at Nezumi Castle. The door to the ancient ruin was supposed to open after you all finished gathering the hope fragments. From there, you guys were supposed to challenge the graduation exam. However, I prepared that password just in case something went wrong. Like I said earlier, I had my doubts that this program was perfect. Even if the chance was slim, I thought the observer might end up going rogue. That's the reason I left that 11037 password in a place where the teacher role would not be able to go. I never thought Nagito, who saw it first, would erase that password. Anyway, I'm also the person who set the password to that number. That number contains a secret. Yep, Leon. Someone close to me left that number to save me when I was in a dilemma. Yep, that was Sayaka, and that's a really cool callback. Can you understand what I'm trying to say? I'm entrusting that will to you all. I've entrusted it to your future. But that person is trying to abuse the graduation exam. I'm sure they are going to crush you with despair using the graduation exam that's waiting for you. But I want you guys to endure it without giving up on hope. I want you guys to withstand it until I get there. Because I have a secret to defeat them. Does that mean he has a secret plan to defeat Monokuma? In a worst case scenario where an observer who has the role of teacher goes rogue, I prepared a hidden command to use at the graduation exam site. It's the forced shutdown sequence. Forced shutdown sequence? Even a teacher's authority can't stop that command. It's a way to end this that you guys can choose on your own, independently of the observer. Which means even if they stole the teacher's authority, they shouldn't be able to stop it. If you guys use that, you guys will win. However, in order to start the forced shutdown sequence, you need more than half the number of people. And in order to do that, I need to somehow get that number. Afska Jawao Ya Yate Fadish Chemo plus Yashi Baba Death. And now Makoto disappears. And back to death, yep. Oh, Makoto was able to do that without Monokuma knowing.
Say what?
What was that just now? Hey, Hajime, what was that weirdness just now? Nothing really. I see.
Anyway.
Oh well, anyway, that's all the hints you're gonna get. If that no good artificial intelligence tells you any more useless stuff, I'm gonna butt in again. Wow. Did Monokuma not notice what just happened? No, definitely not. It's been a while since I've spoken at length, but I'm gonna just go Chihiro. It was important to talk to you. It was worth waiting a long time here. I don't even remember if that was Chihiro's voice, but it was definitely soft-spoken. Hey, about that guy just now. There shouldn't be anything else for you to ask me. I see. It'd be bad if Monokuma overheard us. That means Monokuma doesn't know about the conversation I had with that guy just now. You guys have a weapon. A very powerful weapon. It all depends on how you use that weapon. The only thing I can do is prevent the virus's invasion with all my might, so you guys can use that weapon. The rest is up to you all. Do your best. Do our best, huh? But what do we have to do our best at? The graduation exam. The fucked up version that Monokuma's created. Mystery is getting solved. I'm finally starting to see the truth. But what are we supposed to do when that truth is really a lie? We know we're working towards a conclusion that nobody wants to hear. Sounds like the end of the first game. But still, do we really need to work hard and do our best? Is there really a reason to do our best? If everything was a lie, then isn't everything just meaningless? That's what Monokuma's going for. It's the same for the killings, too. Even though we had to experience something as painful as that, something as tragic as that, wouldn't all that be meaningless, too? When the world is flipped over and becomes so irrational, what am I supposed to do? 11037, huh? Obviously a reference to Sayaka and Leon. Password to enter the ancient ruin. Even the teacher doesn't know it. For the person who set up this password, this number is very meaningful to them, and it's of course Makoto. That's so cool. That's such a cool fucking callback to the first game. That really is amazing. Shutdown sequence, yep. So now we leave this room, and what happens? Okay, we're still on the first floor. Yep, and it's time for the trial.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in?
Why not, Monokuma?
It's time for the long-awaited graduation exam. Please enter the red door located on the first floor of Hope's Peak Academy.
Why not?
See you soon.
What the fuck? Red door, huh? It's just a waste of time thinking about what this all means right now. For now, I need to finish this. I need to just focus on that. There it is. There's the red door. Holy shit, we're actually going through this door again. I didn't think we would ever go through this fucking door again, but here we go. He means this red door, right? Do I just have to go in here? If I do that, will this be finished? Oh my god. Oh, I literally can't move my camera. Well, I can't move it left or right. I can move it up and down a little bit. We got code everywhere. Oh, and it's like a hallway that goes on for eternity. And we like slowly do actually make our way into the pure white. Class Trial Ground 1. What does that mean? Class Trial Ground 1. And there's the other 4. And it looks like technology, and you see the Future Foundation logo. Looks like everyone's here.
Damn right.
Seems that this is going to be the final place.
However,
This place is... Is this a trial field? But why is it a trial field? Sure looks like a trial ground, but the vibe here is way different than the one from before. Yep. We've been here before, right? Yeah, this should be the place that the door to the ancient ruins leads to.
Hey,
It seems pretty strange that we've been in that other building up till now. No, it's all the same.
damn it.
It's like we're dreaming or something. Yeah, more or less. This is a dream, then this too is very...
Welcome!
So, you finally arrived. Congratulations. You guys are the first ones to ever beat this game. After stopping by Hope's Peak Academy, you finally come back to this place. To the graduation exam site within the ancient ruins of Jabberwock Island.
You.
You can give it a fancy name like graduation exam site, but it's no different than the trial ground from before.
Stupid fool!
From before.
Phew.
This trial field actually inspired the one from before. So in a way, this place is the original.
Hey,
Who cares? This graduation exam means we can finally go home, right? So this is the original, huh?
Of course.
If that's what you guys decide. Yeah, we can finally go home. That's what he was talking about.
huh?
If we have to decide, what do we have to do?
Now then.
Ahem. Please take a look at the LCD touch panel built into your seats. Compared to the other other trials, the rules are much simpler this time.
Yes, indeed.
There are 2 options, graduate and repeat, right? You just have to choose one of them and press it. All of you will cast your vote, and whichever one has the majority will be considered your final decision. If you don't press either of them, it will be treated as an absence and will not be counted.
In other words,
Which means everyone who has died up till now will now have their votes treated as absences.
then,
The results is based on our majority vote? If graduate is chosen by a majority vote, from there, an event that's kind of like a graduation ceremony called the graduation program will begin. Even if we do this stupid majority vote, the rest is already pretty damn obvious. Just in case I want to save. Just in case it's going to make us do a choice and not just be like, oh, it's time for the trial. Come on, let's move this along. We can press it now, right?
No.
You can't do that yet.
Hmm.
I mean, your resolve hasn't firmed yet, right? Your will to be swept away by society's harsh currents.
Shut up! Shut up!
Who the hell cares? I'm gonna press it.
What's this?
My, which of your orifices are you using to spew bile? Ill. To participate in the graduation program, you need my final say as your teacher, you know. What? Does that mean it won't end with just a majority vote?
That's right.
After the vote, I'm gonna judge every single one of you to see if it's okay for you to graduate or not.
Damn it!
So even if we vote, you're saying we won't graduate unless you acknowledge it?
Well...
I'm terribly sorry for being rude earlier, Mr. Monokuma.
No way.
But you don't have to worry. There's no way I won't acknowledge your graduations. This is merely a formality. I'm just doing it because that's how it has to be. He's doing it because it's how it has to be? Yeah, it's the rules of the Neo World program. Doesn't mean he can exert his will over everything. He too has a limit. Is this what Alter Ego was talking about?
Anyway.
Even if you don't want to do it, you guys still need to do it to solve the mystery. Afterward, you cast your majority votes, and from there we move on to the graduation program. but why do we even have to go through something so dumb? Well, that is... You said you were waiting for the main cast, right? Which means you're just stalling for time then. Who's the main cast? Oh, no need to worry about it. It has nothing to do with you guys.
That is...
There is no way it has nothing to do with us. We're the only ones who are involved, you know?
So annoying.
It doesn't matter if you're involved or not. You're just a bunch of chumps in the big picture. That's why it has nothing to do with you. Just perform your roles without complaining.
You pissed me off.
Oh, hold on. What's with that chump comment?
I can't ignore that.
Yeah, that. Yeah, not that it's important or anything, but make sure you turn off that toy.
I won't forgive you.
How dare you treat him like a toy?
What's this?
I did treat it like a toy. You got a problem with that? I created everything. You're actually picking a fight with me? I'm basically a god. Just how promising can you guys be? I guess this is just the nature of life. Fine then, before you die, sear my power into your memories. Holy shit, that's where it ends. Holy fuck, and even this is kind of glitching. Hello world, hello world, hello world, hello whoa. Lovely. That is absolutely lovely. Is it even gonna come back? Yes, it is. Hello world, hell, whoa, L, whoa, hello whoa. Wow. Oh wait, court prep. Wait. Oh wait, what? Excuse me? 11-year-old's lunch order. Hello? Congratulations. It just says hello. And it keeps saying 11-year-old's lunch order? 11-year-old's lunch order, yeah. What the fuck does that mean? Okay, what does court prep keep changing into? Okay, it looks like it's... Yeah, it's just mildly. Is case 6 changing into anything? No, okay. Huh. I wonder what any of that... Oh, did that say hello world that time? Wait, what the fuck? That's an Inceptopia? What the... Alter Ego? Okay. Spelling contest? Is that what that said? What in the world? How long am I gonna stay on this? Something speech contest? Yeah, Inceptopia is what it looked like that other one is. Or Insectlopia? What in the world? Huh. It looks like we've seen all of them. But Good God, that was the Chapter 6 investigation. So it looks like we actually are potentially doing this in the same format that we did the last game, where we did all of Chapter 6 pre-trial in one episode. And next episode, we will be jumping into the graduation exam, the Case 6. The graduation exam. It's not about a murder, it's about solving everything, and we'll see where this game decides to go. Makoto, of all people, is trying to get to us and help save us, and that does explain the 11037, because it was Makoto who made that code. And I don't know where this is going, but this is going to be insane. This is going to be so great, and I just can't wait to see how this all plays out. We learned a lot of stuff that we already knew, but we learned a ton of information that we didn't know. We learned about the mass suicide of the reserve department. Everyone except Hajime. Thanks to Junko. We learned about the tragedy of Hope's Peak, where the ultimate hope, Izuru Kamakura, murdered 13 members of the student council, and how it was covered up and the reserve department found out because of most likely Junko. And then that led into the uprising that would lead to the everything. The tragedy. Yep. Ultimate despair. Through their utter devotion to Junko, they brainwashed the masses and filled countless people with despair. And then Junko herself. Yep, we know all about her, of course. Oops. And then this is just the killing school life. We know all about that from the first game. There are apparently 15 people who are known as the survivors of Hope's Peak. It seems that all 15 survivors were safely taken in by the Future Foundation. That would be all of the people in this game besides Chiaki. Even after Junko's death, the remnants of despair still exist. Unless they are stopped, the tragedy will never end. And all I can think of, and they're like, these two hints together really do imply to me that the remnants of despair literally are us. And there's hints to that, because Mikon being one of the remnants of despair makes perfect sense. So it would make sense if we're all despairs, but there's later things that don't make sense. But there's also the fact of, like, not Nagito, Makoto trying to save us, and all that. But it's interesting to think about. Yep, everyone's name, yep, the list of subjects, that's all of us. Yep, and then a woman, a fully grown version of Hiyoko in that picture. And I don't know what that means. I don't know what the fully grown Hiyoko means at all. And then, yeah, Izuru Kamakura is this guy, and supposedly the founder of Hope's Peak, which seems to contradict this. So I don't know what that means. And then we have the Hope Cultivation Plan. They attempted to create true hope by consolidating the results of all their research. The email to Makoto. This is to Future Foundation 14th Division, Makoto Naegi. Where are you guys? What are you doing right now? What you're doing is a serious act of treason. Do you understand? Why are you protecting the remnants of despair? It should be abundantly clear to you how dangerous it is to keep these people alive. Stay calm and think about this carefully. You guys are being lied to. Think carefully about what's important to bring the light of hope to the world. The 6 of you joined the Future Foundation because you agreed with our ideals, right? The Future Foundation rescued you from the tragedy you survived and helped you recover your memories. Immediately return to our headquarters. Unless we eliminate them, the tragedy will never end. Everything is for the sake of the future filled with hope. And that all ties into why I thought the remnants of despair were somehow us, but that doesn't, it's like, there's so much contradictory evidence here, and I haven't pieced together why the contradictory evidence, like the Izuru thing. Neo World program. Yeah, basically, this was all things that we more or less thought. Observers, that's, of course, Nanami. Sorry, not Nanami. Well, it is Nanami, actually. Monami and Nanami, but yeah, Chiaki and Monami. The code. And then the shutdown sequence, a special command that can be used during the graduation exam. If you use this, you can override the observer and forcibly escape from the Neo World program. Not even the teacher observer can prevent that, which means that's our only save. And then finally, it's interesting that after all that, this is one of the first things we got, but the last truth bullet is actually the Future Foundation's origins. To combat the tragedy, Graduates of Hope's Peak were among the many who established the Future Foundation. Super interesting stuff all around. I mean, there's really so much interesting stuff going on here. This case is incredible, and I don't know what to say about this episode. Like, this episode was an absolute mindfuck. It was everything I wanted it to be and more. And next episode, we're gonna do the graduation exam. And depending on how long it is, that this next episode will potentially be the finale of Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. It might be a 22 episode, potentially a 22 episode game. Because I forgot to even mention it, I think, at the beginning, but this should have been, if I'm not mistaken, episode 21 of Danganronpa 2. So episode 22 maybe will be the finale. We finished the first game in 18 episodes. We might finish this one in 22. We'll see. Of course, the 6th trial in the first game was one of, if not the longest trial for me, so it's possible I split the trial into 2 episodes, but I will keep this investigation, everything pre-trial in Case 6, in Chapter 6, all in one video. I will make sure to keep this one video. I don't know how long it is. I don't think this was a stupidly long video. I think this might have been like 3 hours or so, but I actually don't think this video was insanely long, but we are all ready to jump in to the actual graduation exam, to basically the 6th class trial, and piece this whole damn thing together, and oh boy, am I fucking excited for it, and I bet you guys are too. I can't wait to figure it all out. I still don't know who Monokuma is. I mean, if Monokuma itself is an artificial intelligence and a virus, it's possible that we have, like, an AI, because if we have an AI version, if they were able to make, like, if Chihiro using alter ego was able to make an alter ego of Chihiro, it's possible that Junko has an alter ego of Junko, because they're building up Junko a lot, and Junko is dead, and they've also emphasized the fact that Junko is dead. So that's the only way I could see Junko actually being sort of the villain in this, but even still, that still means someone put in the program. So even if, in a sense, Junko's going to be involved in this, that doesn't mean Junko's actually the mastermind of this. So I have no idea who the mastermind could be other than Izuru. Maybe Izuru's the mastermind and Junko's going to be, like, the kind of face of that, but it would still be Izuru. But then, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what the Izuru thing really means. And I feel like I don't know how big of a twist the Izuru thing would even necessarily be. So there's so much stuff going on in my head that I have no idea. That's like my best theory as to where this could go as far as like the actual villains of this game. But like, I have no idea. And then you have the thing with Makoto showing up and the 6 of them and all of that. And like, where's that gonna lead? And is the ending actually going to be a second cuck? Or is the ending gonna be something else? Like, where is this gonna go? How is this all gonna come together? How is this all gonna make sense? I can't wait to see how in the literal fuck do they make any of this make sense, and how is this all gonna come together? I love this game so much. I've had such a blast. This has been one of my favorite gaming experiences ever. I know I said that with the first game, but without a doubt, this has been a better gaming experience than the first game for many reasons. And this has just been one of the favorite. Danganronpa 2 has easily been one of my favorite things on this channel. Really, Danganronpa in general has been such a fun journey for me. And while this isn't the end, this feels like an ending of the journey. It's not the end forever, but it's going to be the end for quite a while when we finish this game, because I plan to take a pretty extended hiatus from this. We will return to Danganronpa, and we will be reading stuff and playing the spin-off game, and we'll be, you know, watching Danganronpa 3. We'll be doing all these different things before we eventually get to V3, which will be the end of the journey, at least unless something... I mean, there's still going to be a long time before we get there, so who knows, maybe something else will get announced. But I love this series so much, and this game has, in so many ways, epitomized everything that I love about Danganronpa, maybe even more so than the first game, and I can't wait to see it all come together. The episode I titled The Ultimate Hope, which was episode 18 of my Danganronpa Let's Play, was one of my favorite videos I've ever made on this channel. And I would not be surprised if the next episode or episodes, probably single episode if I can manage it, if episode 22 of my Danganronpa 2 Let's Play and not counting the school mode, episode 40 of our collective Danganronpa playthrough will be one of my favorite videos we've ever made, because they've built this up so well, and now all this game needs to do is bring it all home into the absolute madness that only Danganronpa can. I can't fucking wait to play this trial. But I actually am not going to play it tonight. I have about 3-ish hours. I might, maybe more than that. I might be able to actually finish it. Who knows? I might be able to finish the game in that time. But I'm not going to rush it. I had a blast. I'm so excited. And I probably will play this the rest of the game very soon. But not tonight. I forgot to mention it. I started this at some point on Wednesday, January 5th. It's now 1:20 in the morning on Thursday, January 6th. Don't know how long this video was. Don't know exactly when I started, but like I said, I think the video's around 3 hours, but I had such a blast, and I really can't imagine where the fuck this is gonna go. So I'm not gonna waste any more time trying to come up with crazy predictions. I just want to see it all play out. So anyways, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, those of you who have not decided, and all of you watching, regardless of who exactly you are, I want to thank you so much for watching this video and watching this series, watching my first Let's Play for Danganronpa 1, watching this Danganronpa 2 Let's Play, all the Danganronpa fans, whether you are like a hardcore Danganronpa fan or someone who just enjoys these games. I want to thank all of you for checking out all of these videos and enjoying my wacky, weird self and my weird way, the way I think of all these things. I have been insanely wrong and insanely right on so many of my theories, but I love that Danganronpa is the series that implores you to make these insane theories because of the nature of the game itself. I think that's one of the things that's been most charming to me about this universe, about this series, and I can't wait for it all to come to a head and see just what the fuck they're about to do with this game and how they're going to end it all. So it might be the penultimate episode, it probably is, but I don't know for sure. But whatever the case may be, Flamin' Shark. Oh, also, you can check out my links down below, Discord, Patreon, support the channel, all that fun stuff. But anyways, Flamin' Shark, signing out. Hope you guys have a wonderful, fantastical day, and I'll see you next time with another video. Thanks for watching. Peace.